Hello, explorers, and welcome back to the Feywilds. Hello, Caden. Hello, Iphany. Hello, Aiko. Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate it. As we finally get to, it's Limbus time, guys. I've been waiting all week to play this. Hello, Maple. We're nerd. We're a nerd. Hello, Maple. The moose is loose. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I kind of meta dungeon this. Oh, yeah, I don't know what any of that means, but we're gonna find out. I've been doing my best to avoid all of everything that I possibly can. Trying to steal my cookies. Why would you do that? Why does everyone want my cookies? Everyone wants my cookies. Taki wants my cookies. Maple wants my cookies. I have to get concussed to get those cookies. Oh, see, look at that. Okay, well, not always. Look at that. Ico's being. Look at Ico. Be like Ico. Just give me cookies in the cookie jar. Because cookies. Oh, see, look. Okay, wait, you're trying to steal my cookies. You just give me cookies to steal them from me. Here's some cookies for you. Thank you, Ico. I see how this goes. It's like you steal the cookies from me just to give them back. Okay. I'm going to agree to this sort of thing. Yep. I can't steal the cookies if I'm not lifting the lid of the jar. Uh-oh. Go to step 85B now. Now? What do you mean? Oh. Okay. Well, that was fast. Okay, there you go. I wasn't ready. I thought Steam said it was good to go. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, while this is going on, it's the same energy as giving a girl flowers you plucked from her front yard. Yeah, I know, but you know. I mean, I guess it's the same kind of, like, on both platforms. 3 patches. Oh, dang. I've already read all this stuff. The City and the Nests. Oh. Dang, that was fast. Excellent. Wolf. Wolf, isn't that... I thought it was the Purple Tear. Wait, does Purple Tear also go by the wolf? Just throw it into it. Do you see now? You can't run from us. Me? Uh-oh. No? Okay. You dare interrupt me just as I was engraving the redacted. You must be out of your... Oh, there's Lion. Wolf is very in denial. For being technical, what our masters had planned apparently isn't one of the city's taboos. Purple Terror's name was Lori. Okay. I didn't know if she had, like, other aliases. Hello, Reggie. Thanks for stopping by the way. What's your race in denial? Oh, Iori. Gotcha. It's just the kind of thing that no one has ever dared to consider. You catch my drift? Huh, would you look at that? Hey, it's Panther. Hey, buddy. Boy, we're in a forest. You managed to get a different head in so fast. Don't people like you always come prepared? Oh, I'm Dante. Oh, okay. Just wait until I get the redacted. You'll be no match for my... I guess that new noggin doesn't come with a mouth, huh? Oh, so I'm like internal monologuing and no one can understand me? That's even better. Yep, ticking is all I can hear. You think they're screaming on the inside? If I could externally scream, I would. Oh! Tick-tock in agony! You're just talking, okay. Just they can't understand it. It's like I'm clock-to-clock communication over here. It's still ticking faster, so I guess they can still feel pain. Damn it, why am I being attacked? Not good. Memories are dissolving already. The redacted was done too quick. Fuck, doesn't have speakers. Because you has magic. What, they've gone quiet already? Let's get this over with.
여긴 누구도 오지 않고 누구도 볼 수 없는 곳이야.
Wolf, this is a place no one visits, and somewhere none can see. What's the hurry?
우린 가르침을 따라야 해. 시간을 끌어서는 안 되니까.
We must follow her teachings. We can't drag on any longer.
그렇지만 우리가 살면서 언제 이런 녀석을 죽여보겠어?
Just look at these three. Yeah, but this is the moment of a lifetime. We're not gonna get a second chance to kill someone of this caliber.
사자, 너는 일을 할 때 너무 감정적이야. 공과 사는 구분하면 좋겠군.
Lion, you have a tendency to grow too emotional during your jobs. I hope you show some discretion.
얼굴을 보고 싶었는데 아쉽게 됐어. 당신의 별이 어디 있는지는 알려주지 않겠지.
It's a shame. I wanted to have a look at your face. I reckon you won't tell us where your star is, right? Like hell I am. I'm taking Redacted's location to the grave with TikTok. Damn it, where was Redacted supposed to be again? My memories are escaping me too quickly. Uh-oh. I have a problem with memory, apparently. That's not good. Don't they look like they'd be happier if they come out of the closet and just admit they're a bunch of furries? You know, listen. Exactly. As a furry myself, I can attest. You would be so much better. They raise his middle finger defiantly.
그렇군.
Right, no mouth.
자연히 그것을 찾을 방법도 이자에게선 얻을 수 없겠군.
Which in turn means we won't learn how to acquire it from this person.
그럼 이제 끝내도 돼?
Can I end them now?
그래.
Sure. Huh?
이거 무슨 소리야?
Hey! What's that noise?
설마 뒤에다가 추적자들을 달고 온 거야?
Don't tell me, Panther. Did you allow yourself to be tracked?
아니, 쫓아올 자는 아무도 없었어.
Is that the murder bus? Yeah, not everyone is a furry, but they name themselves after animals and have a bunch of fur clothing on before they all distort into their personas. Perfect. No, there was no one that could have pursued me. Perhaps a wild animal? Yes, because a wild animal makes vroom vroom noises. Man, I just love the wild majestic bus and its call of nature. Am I late to the party? Hello, Exus. You're just in time. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you're doing good. I heard you were sick. I hope you feel better.
짐승 소리가 아니야. 이건
This is not the sound a beast would make. It's
버스.
a bus. The Limbus.
저런 게 어떻게 여기까지
How did it
굴러들어왔지?
even end up here? Beep beep. I'm still having a runny nose. Ooh.
조난당한 버스인가 본데?
Must have taken a wrong turn. Yes, you know, as buses do. They're just taking wrong turns all the time. In the middle of the forest.
잘못된 죄값은 생각보다 무거울 텐데.
Bus here for our goddamn clock. Get out of the way before you get ate. Just after reaching affiliate somehow. Isn't that always how it goes? Ooh, the price they'll pay for taking the wrong road will be heavier than they expect. Are you sure? Get dunked on by a bus.
사자가 밀린 거야?
Bested lion's strength. As majestic, man, you gotta watch out for those buses. I can just imagine like Steve Irwin's like, crikey, this is a spicy bus. Vroom vroom. Orange.
여전히 내 눈이 틀림없다면 당신은 영광의 항구에 이르겠지.
If my eyes are still right, then you will reach the harbor of glory. Who are you? The nameplate says Faust? Faust! Are you gonna make like My Little Pony?
어두운 숲에서 길을 잃었군요.
I know, you're all based off of like storybook characters. Meet your first sinner. Excellent. You've lost your way in a dark forest. I'm sorry, what? Listen, my head's on fire. My memories are currently escaping my brain. I don't remember anything. Waifu sword.
두렵지 않았어요.
Yet you were not overcome with fear. Why was that? Because I was too busy being unconditionally angry. That's I don't know what that emotion is. I could simply lift my head to find the star.
그래요.
Or pretend too arrogant. That's right.
이제 그 형상을 되뇌면서
Wallpoke something is written on it.
제가 하는 말을 마음으로 외치세요.
Listen, you gotta write your name on your sword. Otherwise, how would your sword remember its name? Remember, it's the waifu sword now. It's the waifu sword. Use the waifu. Faust, use your waifu. Use the power of waifu. Now repeat with the heart. What I tell you aloud as you remind yourself of that image.
너의 별을 따라가거라.
Follow your star. We're gonna be a star of the city? Oh boy. No, it's the waifu sword now. It's too late. It's too late. I only remember how to spell it from PMMMMMMM. Follow your star. At that moment, I felt a sudden thump in my head, followed by the sting of several chains penetrating my chest. Ow. Oh, that's not great. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm shooting chains out of my head.
걱정하지 마세요. 정말로 심장을 못 쓰게 된 게 아니니까.
We're company. We're better than a star of the city. Oh, okay. Okay, so then, you know. Yeah, but we're like a tiny company. We're not like a wing. We're just like a tiny little company. Dante Limbus everywhere. Dante Limbus everywhere. I just leaked all the Limbus out of everywhere. I'm sorry. Oh, I can't control all the Limbus. Relax. Though it may feel otherwise, your heart is still functional. I don't know if my heart's the problem right now. It feels like my head probably is.
이것으로 계약은 완료되었습니다.
Sinner number 2. With this, the pact has been sealed. Uh-oh. Agonized alarm clock noises. Oh, man.
이제 저희는
I'm a sentient alarm clock.
계속되었습니다.
Dante, from this day forth, you are bound to your time. Or we are bound to your time. What are you... Who am I? Where am I? Why am I?
이제 저희의 심장이 멎고 뛰면
Are you aware I'm a clock?
당신의 시각이 어디 위치하는지에 따라 달렸습니다.
The beating of our hearts now depend on where your hands fall.
잘 부탁드려요.
I hope you'll make a fine leader. Well, I don't know if I have a choice. Hour?
정말
Hey, is Ishmael. Hello, Ishmael. Is that really everything? If there is ever a way to mod this game, I'm going to start to put Sally's ego into someone for sick wooden armor. Here's the rest of the crew. Number 1, Yi Sang. A single apple has fallen. This guy's still not making any sense. I don't know if I can make. Have you noticed I'm a clock? I don't think sense is really what you know. Rodion. Jeez, the weight was killing me. Finally, some action now is notable. Rapidly introduced. Gregor. Well, I guess we could use a little warm up. He's the only one named after an author rather than a character. Oh, okay. She uses axe.
불쌍하게 나뒹굴고 있는 저것은 뭐지?
Otis!
우리의 마지막 대원이 될 자인가?
What is that wretch miserably writhing on the ground? Are they to be the newest addition to the team?
말 조심하는 게 좋을 걸. 우리 상사가 덕분에.
You might want to watch your words. I heard that's our soon-to-be boss. I like how he's got the cigarette that hovers just right outside his mouth. As you do. As you do. Did Renard beat Sally prior to her having the ego up? I think so. Or maybe I didn't. I don't remember. I remember I beat Sally. I could share Sally in armor on the server. I remember fighting Sally in armor. Oh, this is your bootlicker. Oh, okay. Neato. Wait, my bootlicker? Gregor is more your bro. Otis just insulted me. Beating the crap out of her. I beat the crap out of a lot of people. Faust. The attack must have happened in an instant. I'm impressed you managed to hide your head. I have a head? I thought it was a clock. Who are you people? What's up with this bus? It's a cool bus. Oh my god, she can speak in clock.
이건 원하는 곳은 어디든 갈 수 있는 마술 버스죠.
We are bearers of justice who have come to aid you, and this is the magical bus that takes us where we. I just hear the magic school bus theme in the back of my head. Is your secret keeper? As in, she has secrets. No, she won't share. Aw. Oh, my sinners. Oh, I guess I did stab them in the heart. Sinners can interpret the talk ticking. I did just limbus all over them. Justice bus. The justice bus.
그런 대답을 바라는 거 아니었어요? 그렇게 생각하는 쪽이 마음 편할 테니.
Wasn't that what you expected to hear? Either way, you're better off believing us to be your saviors. Oh, okay.
시간도 없고
Cool trip to the remnant of L-Corp. Yeah, exactly. Could you imagine, like,
번만 설명하죠.
the magic school bus, but it was the Limbus Company? Like, animated exactly the same, but it was, you know, it was just like Limbus Company characters. Just, today we're going to take a field trip to the L-Corp. Racing against time and the situation isn't in our favor, so let me explain this one. Or this once. Okay. Pretty sure someone could do that. After some time passed. Oh, I see. Just like... So if I'm not mistaken here, and I do as you said, these total strangers will fight for me. Oh, hell yeah. I got some random meat bags to do what I want them to do. That's cool. I just woke up in a forest, got stabbed, and then like stabbed a bunch of people with my clock head. Man, this turned out to be a really weird day. Hyper-realistic compared to the cartoony aesthetic. Perfect.
맞아요. 당신이 올바르게 명령을 내린다면요.
All the knows what are. Yeah, exactly. That would be hilarious. Correct. So long as you give them the right orders. What are the right orders? All right, so we'll kill these arrogant vandals dead. It's a good start. A good start to the day. Then I'll go back to where I was. And what was I doing? Where was I when I did that? The knows that are cartoony aesthetics, of course. Something extremely important was upon me. Something I shouldn't forget. But I already... Oh, no!
진정해요.
Calm down.
그 머리로 기억이
A day for gore. I did a heckin' for gore, man. Calm down. It's only natural to happen with your current head. What happened to my old head? You act like this... Was this new? Was this recent? Did I recently get this head? Did I distort? I don't know what happened, man.
집중하죠, 단테.
Can't wait to see the birds in 4K HD. Yes! That would be hilarious. That's the fun part. You should focus on the struggle at hand, Dante. We don't know. Oh boy. Pardon. I'm not sure how I should address you. Oh well, you can just... I am Clockman?
시계 지휘관님?
Yes! Yes! Would Commander Clock suffice? In any case, we await your orders. Alright, first order. You are all to only resort to calling me Commander Clock.
뭘 명령까지야. 각계전투밖에 답이 없지 않나?
Otis is your bootlicker. We don't really need orders. Seems like going one-on-one is the only way.
저기요.
Huh? Hey. I like how Team Fur Affinity has been just sitting in the back, just calmly letting all this happen. Hey, Heathcliff. How you doing, sir? Quit running your mouths. We just need to crush them all.
최선을 다해주세요.
Please do your best, Dante. She's gunning for a promotion, despite this being a one-way job. One of them got... Yeah, but it was just one of them got blessed. The other two are just vibing. I don't know what they're doing. They're just sitting around. Just like, oh, that's cool. There's no two ways about it, I suppose. I'm staring into the oblivion. Hey, listen, I found my star, guys. I found it in a loading screen. Oh, baby. Ah, there we go. Allow me to teach you the basics of management and command. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, that's exactly, there it is. There's my star. There it is. Just like, I mean, there's still like grade 9 trash. It doesn't matter how many there are. Why are there train tracks here? Wasn't it because of the bus? Don't we drive a train bus? Isn't that what that is? Allow me to show you the basics, man. Oh yeah, I just read that. Yes, the bus, totally. You can give orders to the sinners by chaining skills to the dashboard at the bottom of the screen. Orders to the sinners, okay. Try pressing this gear on the left. Remember, form a chain of skills. Oh, I hold it. Gotcha. Oh, he means you railroaded. I see. I was like looking at the background for the tracks. I was like, wait, what? After you've formed a chain of skills, press the right gear to begin combat.
좋아, 간다.
Oh boy, that clash sound. Oof. Lion is just beating on my dudes, man. Use the power of the waifu sword. We need a powerful attack. Let's form the proper chain for it. Okay. Doesn't seem impressed by your attacks. Look at all that damage you aren't doing. I know, right? Alright, what are these? Oh, these are... Okay, so these are the things my dudes can do. Man, you got just... You got beat on, man. Minus, what is that? It appears we need a powerful attack. Let's form a proper chain for it. What is that? 25%? 50%? 50%? Oh, I see. If I match colors. By chaining 2 or more skills of the same affinity this turn, you will cause resonance. Okay. Resonance boosts the damage of skills with the same sin affinity. Their color, in other words. The damage of each skill is boosted by the number of skills that come before it.
행동을 개시합니다.
Minus percents. Okay. Gotcha. Man. That wasn't enough. We must strike them even harder. Try chaining our skills again. Straight across. I wish I could kind of see what these are before... I like how we're all just fighting a lion. Dang. That's next fight? Oh, okay. Damage percent? So I'm doing like less damage. Where they are when you left them on the rails a bit. Oh, okay. Was an absolute resonance. Just as we discovered, chaining 3 or more causes absolute resonance. Every skill under absolute resonance receives a damage boost based on their total number. Oh, likewise, this boost especially shines with more resonating skills. Okay. Resistance, okay. Dante has no clue what's going on, just making stuff up. As Commander Clock do, as he should. Did you just slide? Alright, good job. Oh. Boom. Oh, we staggered her. Turn 4. Crapload of Simcoe skills. You activate Roadkill mode. Oh, perfect. The base damage percent is going to be... Okay. You will find yellow stagger thresholds on the health bars of both your sinners and enemies. When an attack puts an unit's HP below the yellow-lined thresholds, they will become staggered. While staggered, all physical resistance changes to fatal, just like library. Drops past the multiple stagger thresholds in a single turn, their stagger level will increase. This stagger level can go up to 3, and as it increases, the damage the unit takes is amplified. Oh, what? They actually broke my stance? Ha, this is adorable. Who are these people? Well done. We've staggered an enemy. Now keep up the fight. Oh, am I allowed to do whatever I want now? They just want to be staggered, but worse. Damage percent could be above 200%. Oh boy. Yellow, blue, then red. Okay. Yellow, red, then blue. I can't see. It was unsuppressed. Unopposed. It's unopposed. I see. How do I change targets? Do I get to change targets? Is that later? Red and blue is pain. Okay. What is green? Oh. Oh, I see. So that's the blunt symbol. Okay. Alright, how much blue do we have on the board? I think light blue is different from... Oh, we're talking staggered colors. Okay. Oh, I see. Gotcha. These are both the same thing, isn't it? So I want to just chain as much of these. All right. Change targets isn't a thing yet. Keyword being yet. Oh, okay. Oh. An abno fights that target. The normal fights target from left to right. Oh, okay.
행동을 개시합니다.
Stab him. Use the waifu sword. I have two people who are glowing. What is yellow? All right. Blue, blue, blue. All right. I don't know what the difference there is. The color of the skills are what sin they are. This battle would let you. Oh. Are we outside of what they are outside of color? Okay.
행동을 개시합니다.
Oh no, they're pulling their dudes in. Oh god. Please stop killing my sinners. Good god. I get the feeling I'm supposed to lose this. It's on his train tracks because they hit like one. No joke. Dang. Color's another layer of wisdom. Oh, okay.
이런 것들에게 사자가 당했다고.
I don't get it. This is what the lion struggled against?
잠깐만.
Gregor. Whoa, hang on.
방금까지 싸웠던 사람이 말하긴 그렇지만 이건 대화로 볼 수.
I know this is kind of weird coming from someone you were just fighting, but I'm pretty sure we can talk this. Ah! That doesn't look good.
이건
This
이상적이지 않소.
is unideal. Unideal. Points for trying, my man. Points for trying. That'll buff right out. Yeah, don't worry. It'll be fine.
처음부터 말이 안 되는 싸움이라고 생각했는데.
I knew it was a ridiculous fight to put up a fight against them. A ridiculous idea to put up a fight against them. And dead.
다들 장난해? 난 시작도.
Are y'all kidding? I haven't even... And then punched in the face. Oh, jeez. Man. Take an ibuprofen and get out of my office, soldier. What the hell's going on? You said you'll fight in my stead, not die in my stead. Alright, second command. No dying. No dying is allowed.
이겨준다는 말은 안 했어요.
We never promised to win said fights. Well, okay, that's fair. I guess. My faves. What? What?
그리고 저만 남았네요.
And it seems that I'm the only survivor until you're dead. Okay, so you were waiting for this? I feel like this was a plan. This was the plan. You have some hidden card up your sleeve, right? Right? Yeah, you know.
대장의 수라기보단
Not necessarily a trump. No, rather, it only gets a blood area. It's brutal. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's to be expected from this franchise. Like, obviously, I mean, this is L Corp. Like, dang. Hello, Drago. How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate. I imagine it gets pretty gnarly. We don't have the filter no more. If we're gonna have to go deal with Abnos.
별을 따라가는
It's about
거죠.
following the star. I'm just casually getting stabbed. Don't mind me. Just I'm still tutorialing you. Dead.
단체로 자살놀이라도 하는 건가? 썩 유쾌하진 않군.
What is this? Some kind of suicidal performance? Not the funnest lives to end. What am I supposed to do? Come on, man. They jumped in triumphantly, only to die like flies. God, these losers. I want better employees. Come back when you remember what L Corp was, Faust. God, I can't remember a thing about the past since I repeated what she said. Is this how I die? As a clock man?
뱀에게 전해라. 거짓 사자.
Tell the serpent this, false lion.
이건 막을 수 없는 흐름이라고.
Oh, it's the man with red eyes. Uh-oh. This flow cannot be stopped. Did you just grab my face? Don't grab my face. I'm good. So you're streaming on Twitter? Ooh. Excellent. Well, welcome, welcome. Certainly the limits of my life. Oh, baby, living vicariously through you as you play it for the first time. I am glad. Don't worry. We have plenty of fun here. I do have also like a YouTube and a Discord. We have plenty of fun there. I did a lobotomy and a library of Ruina playthrough that you could find on YouTube, where I'm excited. I love fun. I am a bundle of it. The hero of the Leviathan comic series. Oh, really? The Leviathan comic series? Oh, I've only read Wonderlab. Virgilius, the Red Gaze, notable powers, can sink into and emerge from blood pools to teleport. Oh boy, can summon blood weapons. Check those out. Excellent. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Feywilds. I hope you have a great heckin' stay here. We typically stream Monday through Friday, minus Thursday. Oh, and Saturday. We also stream that Saturday. Saturdays are pretty late. Yeah, I didn't know, because no, that was Distortion Detective, wasn't it? I forgot Leviathan was a... Is that new? I don't remember Leviathan. Wait, so if he's the Red Gaze, newish, okay. Newish one, okay, gotcha. I need to go read that, dang. So does that mean we can have fixers with the same color? Or I guess, does the Red Mist technically not exist anymore, so he took up the red mantle? While you were doing lore. Oh, I see. Oh, that's cool. So it's gonna have the same color, but not title. Okay. Red, but why? Oh, dang. He's just going to town. I don't know who you are, Red Man. Do you know why I only dismembered those two? Oh. Because you need a messenger? Yeah, there you go. Because at least one of you needs to be able to carry the rest out of here. So I just like this guy. And you're the only one left to offer them any help. Are you talking to me or are you talking to the Panther Man? Okay, good. The Red Case. Don't glare at me like that. This is nothing compared to what you did. With wounds like those, I'm sure your boss will recognize that you did your part. Consider them a medal of honor. Virgilius's ego. See, look, now everyone's got egos, man. Everyone's got the egos. I really hope it turns out I'm a distortion. Unless you want this to be the end of your life. It's like, yeah, you know, now that you put it like that, maybe not. Are you one of them? Are you here to stab me? Please don't stab me. You're too late. They're already dead? Gone? Oh, you can understand me too. I don't think I stabbed you in the heart, though. This would make sense. No one is too late, Dante. There's only one thing we need. A little time to rewind. I'm suddenly overwhelmed by a sharp pain in my chest, as though my heart were being torn asunder. That's probably not good. Unwind the hands of time. Virgie can't understand you. What's wrong with Virgie? He just saved my life. Followed by flashes in the ribs, intestines, stomach, and lungs. That's not great. Listen, if anyone saves my life, he's a good boy in my book. Bird trio Genesis stuff. With us being in a dark forest, I feel like they gave Dante naturally occurring incognito. Also true. Drago! Thank you so much for the follow! I do appreciate it. Welcome to the Feywilds. Explorer of the Feywilds. Given the entire rest of this game's story. Oh. Well, you know, listen, right now he's in the good boy. He's on the good boy list. He's on the good boy list. Gah! Gah, why am I in so much pain? This is the worst imaginable pain. Engulfed in a deluge of torment, twisting and squeezing my entire body. That's not great. I let out an agonizing scream in clock. It's just ding dong, ding dong. It's the alarm clock sound just going off. You got... In my fading consciousness, the only thing I could perceive... Oh man, they're like, oh, this is great. Look, I'm coming back to life. And I'm over here just flopping on the ground like, oh god. All right, third rule, third command, nobody die ever again. This is really painful, you guys. Was the deceased's flesh reconstructing in a bizarre manner? Okay, well maybe that knocks you down a little bit from the good boy list. You'll suffer plenty from now, Dante. And the voice of the man with the red eyes. Oof. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. I hear the howl of a beast somewhere. That rule might be a technical for you to get them to follow, unfortunately. I'm just... Man, could you imagine, like, they're doing something somewhere and I'm on the bus and I just start spazzing out and the other sinners, they're just sitting there like, oh, guess someone died. Whoopsie. It cries ceaselessly. Is it wailing out of hunger or?
움찔움찔거려. 일어난 걸까?
They're being itchy twitchy. Did they get up? Mistopheles. That's the bus's name, if I remember correctly. Awake at last. I would have been a tad disappointed if you croaked on us.
상쾌한 아침.
Sharon!
버스 기사.
How you doing? Fresh morning. This is Sharon, the bus driver. Who is this lost sassy child? She immediately reminds me of Taki. Sharon, best girl. And there you go. Immediately reminds me of Taki. I think you have to manually start the revive process story-wise. Oh, okay. Vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom. Oh, hi. I see you're on our bus. It's not morning, but I could guess it's refreshing. How do you feel, Dante? Like my internal organs were squeezed out of my head that I don't have. Well, you know, I've been better. Where's my bed and breakfast? Oh, was Taki not working? Taki, what are you doing? She should be working. Oh, that's right, it's case sensitive.
Vroom vroom.
Vroom, vroom. That's what I should do. We should get Taki Sharon's outfit. I'll ask Shinwa to see if she can do that. Talking like a clock. Some language barrier this is. Listen, I only went to school and learned clown-to-clown communication and common. I don't know how to speak clock. Okay.
저는 베르길리우스라고 합니다. 이 말이 제대로 들린다면
You may call me Virgilus.
이해했다는 행동이라도 취하시죠.
If you can understand what I'm saying, give me some kind of reaction, Dante. Just give him a thumbs up. I gave him a quick nod since he didn't seem hostile. He wasn't actively stabbing me, so you know that's a plus.
좋아. 듣는 것엔 문제가 없군. 일단 출발하지, 카론.
Good. At least your hearing is functional. Let's ride, Sharon. Are you like from Limbus Company? Do you work for Limbus Company?
출발할게. 부릉부릉.
There it is, now departing. Brum brum. There was a heavy roar and vibrations as though they echoed from the bottom of a deep mire. Yesent? Oh, okay. It's one of those. Is this one of those fixers that the companies hire to do stuff for them? It was then that I realized I was aboard a bus. I can't tell with corner dweller. Time for the Limbussy. I'm getting me some of that Limbussy. Hello, yo, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I do appreciate. He's a color fixer and an edgelord. Aren't most fixers like that? I guess, you know, just in general. I mean, Roland was a little edgy there for a while. A bus. I can't be sure if I've ever ridden such a vehicle in the past. Man, I can't remember if I've ever done anything.
당신이 누구였는지는 기억합니까?
Do you remember who you were? No, I do not. This is not like Limbus. Oh. Oh. Well, Lori was rather chill. Or Iori. That's true. Iori was pretty chill for a colored fixer. I think it's just like a phase. Listen, if you're gonna be a colored fixer, you have to go through a phase where you're an edgelord for a little while. Okay? This is how it works. Right? You're just like, the HANA Association looks over your resume and is like, I see you've gotten through your edgelord phase. Here's your color. Just bookmark it, folks. I shook my head to say no. I had been reminded that my head was now a clinking mechanism. Sorry, right at the beginning. Oh, okay. Oh, baby. I suppose you want your memory back, am I right? Well, it depends, because I don't know. We're in this setting. I don't know if remembering things is a good idea. I nodded. Well, I guess, all right. I sure feel like an idiot. I can't remember nothing. And before I'm actually like Aeon. I'm like Aeon distorted or something. When I got shot out of the light. Smooth as it gets. What's to stop the rest of you from adopting this gesture-based communication? You listen. Do we speak in hand sign? We can learn like sign language, you know. How many gacha games have you played? Not many. That's not a theory I thought about. Listen, you shouldn't listen to me. My theories are kind of wacko. I go with whatever's the most funny. Just Aeon pops out of the light and is like, I'm a clock now. I can't remember shit. Any words of yours, Miss Faust? This was the plan the whole time. Shoot the light into the sky, get a bunch of people to either, you know, get a bunch of their egos, and then I'm gonna pop back as a clock, and then I'm gonna... I don't know where I'm going with this, but clearly this is part of the plan. Somehow. I have no idea how, but somehow. Listen, Aeon distorted into a clock. He had a time. No, I guess time was more Hakma's thing, but you know, he was adjacent to Hakma. Yeah, you know. Faust will kindly turn down the offer. Faust, do you speak in the third person? I doubt we'll have that much freedom over our own bodies most of the time. She's the one who spoke to me back in the forest. And, you know, signed everyone up for Clock Town. For Clockma. Her silver hair is that glistens even without sunlight gives off a rather mysterious air. Dante. Dante, is that my name? Okay. I liked Commander Clock better. Come to think of it, the red-eyed man has been calling me that too. Dante is your name. The amnesia must be affecting you rather severely. Oh boy. Sure looks like it. I like how chill. Like, this is perfect. This is the exact type of character I love playing as. That doesn't sound like a familiar word. Use memory loss and have made like 8 choices by now, even if it was just one choice to make sure the player was awake. Oh, okay. Listen, amnesia is a surefire bet to make the story mysterious. It's a very useful, handy narrative device. As long as you don't overuse it, you'll get used to it in no time. Or used to it in time. Wait, you can understand me? The group that attacked me earlier, and that Virgie, his name is Virgie now, or whatever he was called, seems to hear nothing but ticking from me. Dante's the best. Dante is the best. Faust can hear what you intend to speak. You really can? But how? I don't even really have a mouth. Like, what do you speak in clock? My head replacement. Oh, that implies that I gotta augment. Outdated ideas must be one of the side effects that came with your head replacement. As long as I've got a human brain somewhere in here, then, you know, then we don't have to worry about the head. Stop lying. Oh. It's anachronistic to think that vocal organs such as the chords or tongues are necessary to participate in conversation. What? Anachronistic, right? Never considered that. Totally. Dante is a normal-ish person thrust into the city, and I love it. I know, right? Is perfect. Is absolutely amazing. And you and the others can understand him somehow.
당신의 말은 한 사람에게만 보낼 수도 있고 모두에게 전달할 수도 있답니다.
You can limit the recipient of your words to one person, or choose to speak to everyone at once. Oh, neat. I can mentally talk to them. It ain't because you big brained.
모두라는 말은
It's like, yes, I understand each and every click and clack. Listen, if Luke can speak to R2D2, Faust can pretend to speak clock. That's how it works, right? I'm like a very grim dark version of R2D2. Or better yet, I am R2D2 just shoved into a grim dark setting. I'm the main character now. A little clarification. When I say everyone, I'm only referring to the sinners. Sinners.
당신의 뒤에 앉아 있는
The people who have taken seats behind you.
방금까지 당신을 대신해서 싸운 사람들을 말하는
And the ones who fought in your stead until moments ago. Oh, okay. I don't remember R2 having mass rezzing. Listen, you know, he just never needed to use it. Everyone had really nice plot armor. R2D2 didn't need to unleash his true power.
얼마나 기다렸는지 모르네.
They didn't do so well. They didn't do so well at fighting, though. We need to get them less garbage backstories. You know how you do it. DQ, that's what I like about Limbus. What? Who? So thou art the final piece. You made them. Oh my god. How have I yearned for this moment? It's just rules card. Say, pal, where'd you sell your old cranium off? I don't know. I hope I got a good deal for it.
당신 덕에 박살나 있던 척추가 말끔하게 돌아왔어요.
Dawn is great. An idiot, but great. That's the best. That's the best kind. We got that like that idiot energy. Totally do DQ in a rules cards voice. Oh my god. Okay. All right. That's what we're doing. So easy. Thanks for putting my spine back in one piece. Were you a surgeon or something in the nest? You know, I don't know if I was, I definitely don't have my license because, man.
다들 닥쳐라. 잡음이 겹치는 것만큼 불쾌한 것도 없으니.
Everyone quiet. Nothing is more displeasing than to hear a choir of noises. Oh, come on, Virgie. I suppose you all owe them a brief introduction.
그럼 가벼운 인사를 나눌 시간을 주겠다. 앞에 앉은 것부터.
I'll give you time to make yourselves known, starting with the closest one. Go on. My DQ can now use an ego that has 42 power if they corrode. Oh. Alright, we're going Gregor. Hello. Why is it that the ones in the front always go first? I'm sick of taking any sort of lead now. Too bad, Gregor. I heard you were gonna be our boss. Yeah, our manager. Well, lucky for you, I'm slurping in some kind of external managerial experience. Prepare to all just get killed over and over again. You know, that has a 42 power attack. Listen, we gotta establish the pecking order. I know, it's so great. Manager.
그래서 어떤 인물인지 굉장히 궁금했는데 말이야.
Yep, which is why I was real curious to meet you, and
뭔가 말을 만드는 건 어려워.
forming the right sentences is tough work. Did you partially distort? Like, your arm seems to be a cockroach arm. If I remember correctly, your, like, arm... I thought that would only happen if you, like, got in battle. Yep, totally. Hasn't had a person fully corrode. Don't nobody correct him. Unless that's his weapon, in which case he lost his arm and he just kind of glued his weapon onto his arm. Don't know what you did with your old head, but I guess everyone has their story. I lost my head. I told them I'd lose it if it wasn't attached to my body. They wouldn't listen, so now it's gone. I'm Gregor. We're in this together, Manager Bud. Ow. Why? Just that pained look. But I'm Gregor. We're in this together, Manager Bud. You know why. Oh, come on. That was perfect. It was perfectly timed. This sin is relatively easy to handle in terms of personality. However, an upsurge of emotion or a sudden change of environment may cause parts of the whole of his body to transform into insectile. Is that his ego? Does he keep part of his body egoed? Tissues, carpus resembling that of the blank, probably cockroach tissues. If you do not wish to be a rude manager, that you're obligated to be nice, we recommend keeping your facial expressions in check so disgust not visible to him. Totally don't nobody correct him. Dang it. He sometimes uses a cynical language, but he can still be reasoned with. And you can get around him without much difficulty as long as you learn the knack of it. Oh boy.
그래. 양반이 뭐야, 양반이.
Try my hardest not to simp over Gregor. Listen, most of these seem very like high quality simp material. You can simp, just no spoilers. Greg, they aren't just your butt or pal. You're talking to a person who will make us filthy rich.
그래?
Greg. Rich. What's that? What's that? Oh, now go back to that rich part. I am very interested in this now. Please elaborate.
단테. 이름으로 부를게.
What are you talking about? It's a perfectly normal arm. Oh, my bad. I see. Just like this. Okay, perfectly normal arm, just like Zafane, perfectly normal human. Gotcha. My bad. I'm sorry, Greg. I didn't mean to judge your arm. This looked a little sussy to me, but that's okay. I mean, I guess I can't really complain. My head's a clock, so you know. Rodia there has a very Russian full name. See if I can do. Rody. Let us see. What's better, Dante? Don't mind if I call you by name. You can call me Rodia. Hello, Rody. Rodion. The unfortunate traits of being Backstreet's born and are apparent in the sinner. She loves money, gambling, and betting, so it is advised to pay close attention to her as the manager. She tends to deflect orders with an unimpressive wink or a silly joke. Oh boy, we recommend taking a stern stance at times to remind her that you are her superior. Her mood may be down at irregular intervals. There is nothing you can do to aid her in that state, so we recommend waiting for it to pass. She's doing a sad sticker on the back of the bus. Her LCCB identity is just so good. It's simply named Split. Listen, sometimes you just gotta keep it simple. Here's my ex. Its name is Split. Her solution to those horrible Griables as gangsters, bats. LCCB identities are my only up T3 IDs. Rodia totally plays gacha games. She totally would. She got that gambling thing going on. I think there is a, good reason you became our manager.
분명 원래는 둥지에 굉장한 사람이었겠지. 그때 버릇을 조금만 내비쳐도
Dang.
우리한테
A lot of upties.
들어올 생각을 하니?
Uppy wuppies. Uppy wuppies. I'm sure. You used to be a big deal back in the nest, right? When your old habit starts coming back, maybe we'll be that much closer to rolling in the dough. All 5 of them. Jeez, you got a lot of thread. Gotta get that thread. She does have sociability. I'll give her that.
아차, 내 정신 좀 봐. 예, 다음은 네 차례야.
Oh, 3-0. I also read that as 30. Like, that's a lot of IDs. Oh gosh, look at me keeping on. Hey kid, it's your turn next.
안녕하세요.
Sinclair, good day.
시시해. 그게
Boring. Is that it? I'm Sinclair. Sinclair, even with the volatile nature of human growth around his age taken into consideration, this senior seems to get particularly startled or frown when spoken to. He isn't used to real combat at the moment? Cool. Well, you know what? Hands-on experience is the best teacher, meaning that he may struggle to keep himself together at the sight of something as mild as split innards at first, as there may be those violent tendencies among your crew. We recommend taking an approach focused on a positive reinforcement with the sinner. He appears to possess a murderous gaze that he himself isn't aware of. This is a hopeful sign that he has the potential to grow in an expert of our company's profession with the right stimuli. My baby boy! My baby boy! Sinclair speaks in posh. I don't know if I can do posh. 100% intended that to be read as 30. Oh, okay. Oh, level 30. Oh, okay. My god, that's Russian. There it is. Royan, blah, blah, blah. Assuming her last name matches the characters. Okay, yeah. Call her Batgirl. Batgirl. Doesn't... Okay. The season mission. This boy looks awfully unnerved. He didn't even join this company of his own accord. Is there anything else you need to say? I've never worked for a company before.
뭐 앞으로 남은 날은 많을 테니까.
Well, you'll learn the ropes in the coming days. Young Hakma, apparently.
그럼
Oh,
거기
there you go!
다음
Young
타자.
Hakma. Okay then, how about you next, nerdy pal?
이상이라.
Sang. Formerly the youngest chief researcher at the Redacted Wing. Oh. This center possesses higher intelligence compared to most. We estimate this everyday conversation with the center will prove difficult for managers selected by our current screening process. Avoid communication altogether will pose a risk of its own, however. If the center remains silent for a long time, that means he is currently processing a line of deliberate thought. We recommend waiting patiently for him. Ah, I see. He's saying is the embodiment of more espresso, less depresso, and he has no espresso. Ah, perfect. So we're just gonna do male Bina. Gotcha. Energy is absolutely lenient in this game. Spamming story missions without watching the cutscenes. Okay. Excellent. I love watching the cutscenes. I'm all about the story, so that's it.
이상이요.
No smoke or mirrors. I waited for him to reveal that he was pulling a prank or something, but he just stared vacantly into the window, disinterested.
답답하네요.
And I'm going, you are the new Tifreth. Well, congratulations. Wow, I can't believe you people. Aren't proper introductions the first step into being a member of society?
저를 이스마일이라고 불러주세요.
Call me Ishmael, if you please. Being through a mirror dungeon, which costs like 60 energy each. Barely. Oh, dang. That's pretty good. Like, dang. Usually you have to like pace yourself. At least, you know, once you get into it, because they're always like front load you with like an energy system, but it's like afterwards. You may be disheartened by the defective the defective state of many of yours. You're all broken. But do not worry. This center is one of the few who can carry out most missions without much complaint. She is loud, not when I'm voicing her. She is likely to make reasonable judgments. So it is a good idea to start conversations while looking her way if you're seeking sound advice. However, you mustn't forget, this center has survived an absurd voyage in a far and wide body of water. Oh man, look at that Ishmael. Look at those Moby Dick references. Her patience may run deep, but once you take a wrong turn with her, it'll be a difficult task to regain her trust. Shield girl! Oh man. First mirror dungeon per day is free too. Ooh, that's also really good.
덕택에 동강난 몸이 돌아왔다고 들었어요.
I heard you glued our bodies back together from pieces. I look forward to working with you. Shield and a lot of her IDs. Okay. She gave a polite bow before returning her. Okay, maybe we find it different. You're actually like, I like you. I might give you a different voice. Although she emphasized sociality, she didn't feel like the most amicable sort. Give her like a chapter. Oh, okay, never mind. Batman. It's Batman. Your name is Batman. Look at that revenge just right on his bat. He just carved it in there. That's some pretty impressive like carving on there, man. That's cool. Have all the LCCB identities. All two. Sorry to disappoint, because I don't care too much for fitting in. The most murder hobo in these murder hobos. Name's Heathcliff. A wrecker. Used to be a professional wrecker for property and people alike. I wrecked people, Heathcliff. 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 Man, listen. Heathcliff, British murder hobo. I can't really do a British accent. The center prefers to take action rather than wait for logic to dictate the course. That is purple. His thoughts and feelings are blatantly visible in his demeanor, and he has no intention of hiding them. His brashness may cause headaches or physical injury, leading to a headache. You don't have a headache? Well, here, let me give you one. In the process of forming a relationship, Please do note that this is not an indication of serious damage to the sinner's thought process. If his fit of rage persists, please contact the Human Resources Department. Once you realize that he is the type that tends to be simple-minded, you'll have an easier time handling him. Wouldn't it be Cockney? Probably. Good luck reading that purple on the background. Yeah, that was fun. That was neat. Docket. So he's a dumb thug. Oi, not under anyone's orders, mind you. I only did it to buggers that got on my nerves.
당신도 조심하라고.
So you better watch it.
나는 윗사람이라고 거들먹거리는 사람한테 알레르기가 있거든.
I'm definitely allergic to cocky gaffers who think they can boss me around. I don't think I've done anything to give that impression yet.
드디어 이 몸의 지뢰인가?
Yes! 'Tis my turn to speak. I am Don Quixote. The almighty, the best. Don Quixote. There is no sinner. It's even yellow, my favorite color. There is no sinner that can outmatch this one's level of passion if we were to measure it. An avid aficionado of all things fixer. She adorns herself with a variety of fixer-related merchandise. Oh, that would okay, I see. And that's like the Purple Tears logo right there, isn't it? I can just imagine like there's like a plushie of Roland somewhere. Or like, you know, the red, just like a store that just has a bunch of memorabilia of just fixer crap. It's like, oh man, did you get the Vermilion Crosses like collector card? Look carefully, she has the Purple Tear. Yeah. She has action figures of some of them, which is even better. Our girl. Where was I? They won't affect her performance in combat one way or another, so there's no need for you to restrict her from keeping her decorations. She's deeply immersed in the role of a righteous fixer, hence the exaggerated mannerisms akin to those of an actor. Has such a thing ever existed, really? It's advised to play along with her for a smooth mission. Pets for DQ. I don't. There's no pet mod. Hold on, give me a minute. Pet. Hold on. Just hold on. There you go. I am a fixer who shall sprint for the dream side by side. A pleasure to have thee. That's for DQ. A fixer? That definitely feels like a term I used to know. It's like, that seems familiar. The best girl. I'm so sorry, DQ. Dost thou wish to know what it is? I can answer thy question. Fixers are protectors of the city. Look at how her eyes light up. I know. Oh. My crunchy for her is her in a rut. Oh. Perchance thou mayst struggle to remember this city. It is. I believe I said this was. You don't get pets. I believe I said this was for brief introductions. She doesn't like being a professional assassin. Don't make me say it twice. Next. You're quickly moving yourself off the good boy list. My name's Hong Lu. I hope we can get along. A sinner who had lived an affluent life before becoming our company's asset. Are these conscripts? Is that why they're called sinners? Why, Virgie Burger. Virgie Burger! Virgie Burger! Rich boy who's here on a lark. Oh, okay. Basically? Oh. As such, he has a certain admiration for a free life, but occasionally he may make ignorant or unsavory questions in regards to the food cooked by a certain other sinner or as other aspects of the low lives lowly culture. This can cause significant irritation for the other sinners. However, it is important to note that no sarcastic undertones are contained in his curiosity-driven inquiries, so it is ill-advised to let them get physical over it. Gotcha. My boy Hong Lu! Hello, Mirai. How you doing? He does seem like a little bean. He's a little precious bean that has no idea what he's getting for. Hope you're doing good. His upbeat personality. Him and DQ. Like, they willingly signed on, but something tells me they didn't actually do it willingly. Ah. How much could one banana cost? Like $5? All right, that's where I'm going with that. I'm taking that and running with it.
당신 그 머리 근사한데요?
Wow, and look at you.
모델인가 보죠?
Isn't that a fascinating head there? It's like a clock. I only seen some of those in like pictures. All my stuff is digital. I'm working for an antique over here. A popular model these days, I suppose. That's what you lowlives use, right? Clocks, like digital analog clocks. Digital analog clocks. Would expect it to cost 200. Rich himbo energy. Oh, that's even better. No, this isn't that kind of.
제 취향은 아니지만.
It's not my interest though. I'm not really a fan of clocks. That's for like the low lives, the lower class deals with clocks. I have like 6 servants tell me what time of day it was in the past. Man, I'm just so excited to see how all you low lives live.
저건 무슨 물사가지야?
Only the poor need to keep track of time. Exactly. The hell's wrong with your attitude? That might be canon. Yes. Oh, Heathcliff looked to be just moments away from swinging his bat. Allow me to introduce you to what we little lives call a hard lesson. Oh my god! But then when he realized the red gaze laid on, him, he grunted and sat back down. Oh boy, Ryushu? Oh baby. As they say, every person has their own creed, and it's only right to respect it as the executive manager. But with some creeds, you will have difficulty in even simply pretending to sympathize. You will have noticed that the sinner in question is a silent chain smoker. All right, someone crack the windows always. Like, whose eyes shine with a euphoric gleam only during battle. She believes that senselessly destroying the enemy's heads is an uncultured act and steps backward for art. Caution, the sinner's background is one that even our company may have trouble handling. It is advised against making her breed personal resentment towards you. Ooh. Actual boy is Marisol. Oh, okay. Have we met him? I don't think we've met him yet. An artist, and bloodshed is her medium. Oh, perfect. It's like, this building is my canvas and your blood is my paint. At least fave the oh. You have 2 chain smokers. It's a miracle you have oxygen to breathe. All the characters are based on different countries. Yeah, they're like based on popular stories that were written in different cultures. I mean, Dante doesn't have to breathe. I mean, yeah, listen, that's fine. I don't have to worry about the lung cancer. Oh my god, if you guys start getting lung cancer and I have to start rewinding time for that, I don't know if that's in the healthcare package. I'm pretty sure I'm the healthcare package, and I don't like that. Sure is a pun. Oh. Ryosho is a pain to translate. I'm gonna call her Ryo. Ryosho in the kanji is spelled as a pun on the very masculine character's name. Oh, okay. This sure is nice to meet you. You get what I did? You see what I did there? Alright, I like her already. At what point was I supposed to laugh? You were always... you stupid clock.
그렇게 불러주시겠습니까?
Well, their namesakes are men. Give her like 5 minutes. Oh. Oh, there's Mosalts. Please refer to me as such. Wants clear and concise commands, requiring no judgment on his part. Well, that's incredibly straightforward. Zaddy Mersalt. Mersalt. Hello, shoulders. I know, look at that. Hello, Padunk. How you doing? We got your beef boy right here. Look at him. We got a couple of beefy boys for you today. Ideal soldier, garbage leader. Hoi! Hoi! You're pretty polite. This isn't anything special. I am simply behaving normally. This is normal human behavior. I am normally human man. Morsalt, tell him exactly what to do and he will. Oh, neat. That man is Dorito. Yeah, Dorito. And aren't Doritos tasty? The tastiest. So basically it comes across as a meat robot sometimes. So yeah. I'm almost hunched. Mercy. How do I remember what that word means? Yes. I felt as if something were gravely amiss with him, but I can't seem to pin it down exactly. Was it the fact that his background was like 2 sentences? Or like a sentence? Like, an idea I've seen him in these shows of motion is his Liu ID? Okay. I have an ID for this man at all. Otis! How you doing, Otis? The way she scanned me up and down was a little daunting. Was a little daunting. Ha 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 ha. I felt almost compelled to bow to her, but she stopped me with a motion of her hand. You can't make me stop. You'll never make me stop the puns. Otis, my girl, you have all my egos. Mirai, no! Mirai, why? He goes, ow. Okay. All right. Okay. That's not so bad. Oh, that is the punishment. The lever is the punishment. Wielder of the only Falcata I've seen in game since Owlcat's Pathfinders. Oh, really? Yeah, you really don't see a Falcata used a whole lot. Please, I would never make my manager gravel before me. My name is Otis. I would like to apologize for my rudeness earlier. Please don't put it on my permanent record. That was before I was hired, so that can't be counted against me. Otis, the sinner could serve an excellent advisor depending on your capability. You were almost there with Otis. Commander of some kind of military unit. Professional ass kisser. Oh yeah, Miss Nobody herself. Get it? Because Otis means nobody? That's even better. Oh my god, I hope this whole series is full of nothing but puns. However, she also has a meddlesome tendency, so it is recommended to keep her satisfied with short replies of agreement. She's an expert when it comes to tactics and various pearls of wisdom about life, making her advice all the more valuable for your mission. In addition, she possesses a vast knowledge of workshop technologies. You can trust her with simple repairs of the bus. Notice, unlike the other sinners, accessing records pertaining to the past sinner is not permitted. Warning, why? Warning, did she used to work for another corp? Is that why? Keep an eye on the sinner, and beware that she does not exercise her cunning intellect for purposes other than complement or company's mission. Okay. Actual exchange summed up. We gotta run, no retreat. Cowards! TikToking in. We gotta go, full drum now. All these sinners worked for another corp other than maybe Heathcliff. Oh, okay. Rudeness. Oh boy, that Bina shade. Look at that. Man, oh man. Oh please, your generosity is a humbling sight. I knew at first glance that you had what it takes to lead us. By the way, your farts smell amazing today. Huh? Sorry. Trying to get a promotion. While most humans cause noise and friction as a result of confrontation, some are able to reap mutual benefit from coming head to head. It could be compared to the relationship between a blade and a whetstone. I vow to serve you with an unrivaled devotion, Executive Manager. My blade is yours to wield. That's reassuring. Thanks. I gave her an approving nod, even though I still don't get what she meant by her rudeness. She called me a wriggling worm man or whatever when we first met. Yeah, see, there it is. Yeah, right there. Oh, thanks, Ishmael. I'm amazed at how you can sing such bold-faced high praise not too long after calling them a miserably writhing wretch. Girl, stop, but you try any hard to end up somewhere you don't want to be. I think I see now. And there's Faust. It seems I'm the last. Faust is the name. Who's sinner number 1? Am I sinner number 1? The sinner who developed the engine of Mistopheles, the bus operated by Limbus Company. She claims that there is no one in the city who could rival her library of knowledge and wisdom, and she isn't necessarily wrong. You might find her high and mighty attitude when she allows you to converse with her displeasing. But as seen with how she treats everyone with subtle gestures of arrogance, there is no hope of her parting with it, ever. We recommend simply nodding when and getting over it. Even though she has an unparalleled genius, we can't quite figure out how to use this one. Perhaps you could be the one to find out. Oh yeah, Faust exists, I guess. Oh. Ishmael is messy. She likes the drama. She's the drama llama. Oh, baby. Oh, Yi Sang is center number. Okay. Dante's center number 10. Oh, okay. I just assumed they were going in order. I kind of stopped paying attention to the tag there. A genius with whom you're lucky to cross paths with even once in your life. Uh-huh. Faust has the PM lore Bible, and she won't share it with me. Faust, give me the lore Bible. That's assuming we haven't gotten confirmation yet. Okay. Jennifer, she didn't get her ID so late compared to everyone else. Or use a katana on her L Corp ID. Oh. Sounds like you aren't convinced, Dante. That's fine. You'll come to learn, all in due time. Okay, learn what? That Faust is indeed a brilliant mind. Oh boy, I can't wait until the setting inevitably kills you. Or you turn traitor and try to kill me. But then again, Otis may beat you to it. When the proverbial free trial, when a proverbial tree falls, the fact of its sound cannot become truth when the outside observer fails to recognize it. Faust has an AoE ego, so she's pretty good. Oh, okay. Hating katana since that's all I go for the first 3 days. Oh. Otis has an AoE in the past. Oh, okay. Okay. That's enough greetings. We've spent like 30 minutes on this. Jeez, this is supposed to be quick. Jeez, Virgie Gurgie. Dante, let me explain your new occupation. You mean as the manager? I'm a manager now. Oh, baby, I can't wait to manage everyone to the ground. They're asking about the job you're about to explain instead of a manager. Come to think of it, that red-eyed man couldn't hear me, unlike the sinners. He said, okay. That's correct. Executive Manager Dante. You will embark on a trip to the Inferno with the 12 sinners who've just introduced themselves. The Inferno? Why should I go to hell? Because your name is Dante. Get with the theming, man. They're asking why they need to travel to the Inferno. Hadn't used it yet? Okay. Yeah, he's in the comic Leviathan. I haven't read it yet. I forgot that was a thing that existed. Because they were doing it when I was doing my lore series. I need to go read it, which I probably will do this weekend. That's a good weekend thing to do. Red gaze, technically. Red eye, red gaze, you know, this is both his skull face, like, is close enough. It's like the same thing. He's too lazy to bother participating in your dungeon crawls. Of course he is. I like how he's the guide. How about this? Treasure awaits at the end of the road. Would that suffice? I like treasure. I don't. You mean I used to be a treasure hunter or something? They can't seem to get you at all. Sir, I did not ask for your understanding, Dante. Nor is this a question of your willingness. Do I want my original head, though? My head is a clock right now, and I can control time, so it seems pretty baller. You'll have to listen to me if you want to reclaim your memories and original head. Unless I've partially distorted and, like, you're trying to get me to undistort or something. Oh, yeah, it says right, number 10. Wait, I was wearing this when I woke up. Project Moon? Yes, but no, but yes. I mean, I do want the back, but they're hesitant. They're hesitant. Why would you not anticipate this? What, did you think I was just gonna go along with it? Because I mean, you're right, but right now I'm being hesitant for some reason. Miss Faust, What will we do if Dante keeps on refusing to cooperate? This was not a scenario we anticipated.
무슨 말씀을?
Preposterous.
파우스트는 모든 것을
Faust anticipates every possibility.
단테, 모든 임무를 마치고 나면
And then she just slaps me in the back of the head. I mean, you're having to deal with someone's EOC. Would you willingly work with them? I mean, you know, maybe for a day or something. Give it a trial run, maybe. Maybe someone's EOC. Dante, once you've completed all your missions,
당신은 성미를 새길 수 있을 거예요.
you'll be able to engrave the aspect. You talk like I know what that is. You need to start explaining things. If you could turn back time in exchange for your clock head, would you? I don't know. I mean, I'd have to speak in clocks, so there'd be that whole thing, right? But you know, turning back time seems like a cool little thing. I have a phone.
제가 보증하죠.
It's not truly. I mean, I guess I would have to deal with unimaginable pain every time I wanted to do that. I can promise you that. Aspect, a word that strikes my mind intensely, even though my memories are gone. My underlying instincts are responding strongly to it. The sinner's timelines, oh. It has text-to-speech. I'm down. Even if it's just rezzing a bodyguard, I'm down. It's just healing and seems to be causing excruciating pain. I think I would, but only so I could be friends with Chur. My Discord link is not working? Oh. Don't worry about it, Mirai. I'll figure it out. Led by intuition, I make my choice.
보이죠? 고개를 끄덕이잖아요.
See there? They're nodding.
좋아. 계속 가면 되겠어.
Good, then we can continue.
그런데 카론, 아까부터 왜 출발을 안 하고 있지? 졸았나?
By the way, Charon, why isn't the bus moving? Were you dozing off?
버스 기사는 졸음 쉼터에서만 졸아, 베르.
A bus driver only snoozes at rest spots, Verge.
메피 앞에 이상한 놈들이 서성이고 있었어.
Weirdos were hanging around in front of Mephi.
카론, 말했잖아. 버스에 무슨 일이 생기면 곧바로 알려야 한다니까.
I told you, Charon, if anything happens with the bus, you've got to let me know right away. Mephi? Who's that? It's the... Oh, wait, you wouldn't know that.
이 버스의 이름이자 버스를 구동하는
If I get a pack of 12 bodyguards without being able to res them, I will deal with the pain. Listen, yeah, I'll just pass out anyway. It'll be fine. Mephistopheles, the name of the bus and the engine that runs it.
그리고 파우스트의 심혈을 기울인 역작이죠.
And Faust's magnum opus cordis.
지옥을 순항하기에는 걸맞는 나룻배가 아닐
An ideal ferry boat to bear us across the inferno.
그렇게 생각하지 않습니까?
Wouldn't you agree, Dante? See why I'm mad towards Faust? I mean, look, she's a little arrogant. We'll just have to wait for... She'll just need to be humbled. All right, listen, we'll just T-pose at her, establish some dominance. She'll be fine. We'll work it out. We just got to go through some HR counseling. Or you can make sure to have some morphine on it. Yeah, see, there you go. Look, we got solutions to these problems. One of these bodyguards just carries drugs. It's like, all right, inject me, and I'm about to morph. Start rewinding time on everyone. Her arrogance is a thing. I wasn't sure what he was getting at, so I turned away to look through the window instead of giving him a reply.
뒷골목에 기거하는 익숙한 쥐새끼들이군.
Looks like they're just another pack of dirty rats living in the back streets.
마침 잘 됐습니다, 단테. 지휘를 연습하기는 더할 나위 없는 쪽.
Oh boy. This is just the right time, Dante. They should make perfect targets for practicing your command.
단테,
If you lose this fight,
처음 전투에서는 생략한 부분이 많았어요.
Are we still in tutorial mode? Dante, I skipped over many details during our first battle. Well, that's not great. Why would you do that?
없었으니까요.
Yes. Oh, okay. We were short on time after all.
하지만 그런 식으로만 전투가 이뤄지면 우리는 항상 도륙날 거고.
Oh. However, we'll be slaughtered frequently if no improvements are made to your strategy.
당신은 우리를 살리기 위해 의미 없는 고통을 느껴야만 하겠죠.
There it is. And in turn, you'll have to endure senseless pain over and over to revive us. Because you got backed over by a train. Yeah, I did. Pain, revive? You mean what happened earlier was...
당신이 시계를 돌려주었기에
Yes, we were brought back to life because you turned back the clock.
당장 필요한 설명은 아닌 듯합니다.
I don't believe that much is necessary, Miss Faust.
자잘한 담소는 나중에.
Save the chatter for later.
전원 하차.
Sinners off the bus.
전투에 대한 설명을 이어가죠.
The game makes a lot of assumptions about how crap of a tactician I am. Uh-oh. Allow me to elaborate on combat. Oh boy! Oh boy! It's time to go murdering some poor people. Oh. Oh, I can't pick whoever I want? Oh, I can have different teams. Announcer, Dante. I can have different announcers? That implies things. Okay.
앞장서시오.
따라가겠어요.
네.
내가 필요해?
최선을 다해볼게.
Oh, I see. So I had different affinities. Okay. Did you gotcha yet? No, I'm still in Learny land.
명령에 따를게요. 효율적이라면.
Yeah, I'm still in tutorial land. Can't get off the train. I got backed up over it, and now they've, picked my corpse off, shoveled it up. This doesn't look like we're in the city. This looks like we're, all right. All actions indicated by speed. Speed. What is speed? Speed is a random number chosen within a given range each turn. Positions of units are rearranged every turn according to their speed. Those with lower speeds are placed at the front, making them easier targets. Oh. Are you going to re-roll? Uh-oh. Re-roll what? Doesn't it take like a week to re-roll on Steam? Oh. Oh, I see. What am I doing? Oh, my account. Probably not. Account or roll until you get a good pull. Oh, I see. I probably won't do that. All right. Okay. How much we have extra blue. Oh, I'm just doing. It's all the same. All right. Okay. My first roll, all the IDs are good. It's not a big deal as in most gachas. Okay.
행동을 개시합니다.
Right? Get him. Beat the crap out of these nobodies. You fools, you got in front of a bus. At the start of each turn, a skill slot will be added for a sinner that has yet to receive an additional one. Oh. That, of course, is low tier right now because they struggle to get charge. Oh. Ishmael, R-Corp. Get 12 turns with a full party. Ooh. The Dawn is really good, though. Oh, I can read this crap now. All right. Aha. I get Rupture when hit by an attack. Take fixed damage by the effect's potency. Inflict Rupture. Apply plus Rupture. What does Rupture count? And so I can inflict Rupture, and this gives it Rupture count. All right. Powered out. Apply 1 tremor count. You can't change my mind. John's just really good. Damage up for the next few hits. Oh, okay. So what's the difference between count and straight raw Rupture? Is there like a cap on how much Rupture you can apply, so you have to up the count? Bleed. I see we have bleed. Then I probably want to do this one. Every PM fan, biggest fear reading, I know. Oh, God. How many stacks get eaten? Oh, okay. The normal number is how many they're added on. Inflict sinking. That's all you get. Okay. Offense down. Inflict paralyze. Inflict offense down. Which there's more blue, so we're probably gonna go with blue. So inflict. Excuse me, I was dragging. Clashes. A clash occurs when two characters attack each other. The side with the higher power wins, removing 1 coin from loser. Okay. Count its turns it lasts. Oh, count its turns it lasts. Gotcha. 2 count of rupture means you lose 2 stacks when a foe gets hit to do 2 more damage. Thinking causes a foe to take extra sanity damage when they're hurt. Okay. The side with the higher power wins, removing 1 coin. If both sides have coins, more clashes will occur until one side has lost all of its coins. The side that loses all their coins will have their attack skill canceled. The winner will then attack with the remaining coins, gaining damage bonus based on number of total number of clashes. Okay. In a clash, the power of the 2 opposing skills is compared. Which was, I just saw that right there. So you have 5 over 15 and 2 versus 4. Okay. The longer a clash lasts, the more damage, but I haven't really seen that. Oh, okay. The power of 2 opposing skills compared to the power wins the gauge and is shown at the top of the screen. Predict your odds of winning. Do some extra green. Oh, no, wait. That's the only green there is. Never mind. Then, clash win. That's heads hit. 1% per clash time. Okay. Clash level 10 to... Oh, that's interesting. You have a better chance of clashing with this. Okay. Analytical eye. That's just a free slap. Oh, baby. So is the person up front just gonna eat shit? Is that how this works? The slow person just gets hammered? Fix the power of X coins to 0 for 1 turn. Ooh, that's kind of nifty. So are coins the lower number? What does the 4 over 11 mean? Enemies target whoever they want. Oh. It depends. God damn it. Oh, is that the number range? Is that what that is? The top number is the lower range and the bottom number is the higher range? Oh, so it's not a range, it's a coin flip. I see. Oh, baby. You can... Some fights pick who attacks who. Okay. Higher number, and coins decrease it. Each coin adds or subtracts power. What is this? The blue orb next to a character's health bar is an indicator of their sanity, or SP. These guys don't seem to be doing so. They're panicked. The sphere on the unit's right indicates their sanity or SP. This has a range of minus 45 to plus 45. Units with higher sanity have a higher chance of their coin flips being beneficial. Okay. Defeating enemies boosts sanity, while an ally death will harm sanity. Each enemy units at low sanity may fall into states of low morale or panic. It gives you the SP number. Okay. Oh, I see. Neat. The effects of an alignment of a unit in the indicated area. Okay, for the next one time, the unit take 1 fixed SP damage. And then I take gloom affinity. Okay. Cannot depression get. No, they're all depressed. We depressed them. Give me all your espresso. You only get depresso. Adds minor debuffs. They panic. They lose debuffs to become overwhelming. 45% extra chance of heads per sanity. Ooh. So however, one of the effects. Our foes have fallen into panic. Now's a chance. Give us orders at your discretion. Look at all these extra turns we get. Hey Trace, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. 0.45, not full. Okay, I mean, you listen. 0.45% extra chance per sanity. Okay. Okay. That's a lot of green and blue. Ooh. 2, 3, 4. Or, oh, it's either way. Okay. So if we start with blue. And then let's go green, green. This is the same either way. Oh, they're depressed. They're depresso. Let's go. Max sanity's a plus 20.25% chance to okay. So okay, non-negligible, but not overwhelming. There's fights where it feels like my sinners want to die. Doing great. The city lost power, but the people outside town lost power. Okay, that's good. That's good. Heckin' yeah. Oh, they ran away. Yeah, you better run. Look, I didn't lose. Look at that. I did it, guys. I didn't lose my first fight. I can connect 4. I know how colors work. They're looking much more useful than before, Dante. Always at least 29.75% chance to land tails. They all got away, save for one though. Shouldn't we go after them? Why?
놓친 적을 걱정하네요.
They're worried over the foes we lost.
걱정할 건 없습니다.
No need for concern.
마침 가야 할 길이었으니.
That's the direction we're heading anyway. Sharon? Pet pets? Oh my god, why'd you smack me in the... Oh, pet pets for who? Wait, me? I get pet pets? Oh. You get pet pets. Yes, you. I'm not used to this. I won my first fight. Oh baby, I get victory pet pets. Yeah. Yeah. Hey. I like victory pet pets. What is going on? Excellent. Oh my god, I'm getting so many victory pet pets. Pedal touches metal, up for an exciting ride. I wish there was a way I could like recapture this in and just feed it right into Taki every time Sharon speaks. My DQ is best DQ because meme slash. I'll probably cycle through. Oh, I see. We're still okay.
빨리 끝내고 밥 먹으러 가자고.
For member, you may use your situation to make a choice. Depending on the outcome, you might receive various effects or even ego gifts. Hacking. Oh, okay. Yeah. Please form a chain of skills. I have more to teach you. It's looking like blue o'clock. That's what it's looking like. Same no matter what. That ding. Light and dark blue. Okay. Oh, does that count? I see. So this did not actually... yeah, okay. Inflict 2 rupture, apply +1 rupture count. We're gonna inflict rupture. We're gonna do what I was gonna do. Yeah. Attack types and affinities. Alright, so there's the types, here's the affinities. Skills have 2 major properties. They're attack type and sin affinity. Attack types are slash, pierce, and blunt. The sin affinities are wrath. Oh, the 7 deadly sins. Okay. Gloom, pride, and envy. Combined with resistances, attack types, and affinities determine the damage of skills. The ding is the skill. Yeah. Combined with resistance, attack types, and affinities determine the damage of skills. Okay. This is the part where you can check the attack type and sin affinity. Oh, I see. Just win clash, you win. Oh, okay. Attack type and sin affinity of the skills your sinner will use. You can see the resistance and weaknesses of each unit up here. This hooligan is vulnerable to slash attacks. Ah. I'm about to beat the crap out of him. Unfortunately. Because I don't think it changes. It might later, but
개시합니다.
I like how everything's going at the same time. Oh, someone just got turned into a stain on the floor. You also have defensive skills at your disposal. Defensive skills only activate when a unit is subject to an unstoppable, unopposed attack. Thus, its effect when being targeted by multiple foes. I have a defense skills only activate when a unit is subject to an unopposed attack. Unlike attack skills, defense skills need to be generated. Rats be gone! This is load Glock. Let's generate a guard skill first. If you be so kind to press Gregor. Ah. Guard creates a shield with health equal to its power value. The shield will absorb incoming damage first, using guard multiple times in a single turn will have it activate against an equivalent number of attacks. Skill 3 or egos just steal the camera. Okay. Unless the character just would interrupt an action. Okay. Good, a guard skill has been generated. Let's do the same for a counterattack. Counter has an infinity and will generate its corresponding sin resource. When using counter, the character will launch an unopposed attack after being hit. Using multiple counters in a single turn will increase the number of incoming attacks that the unit will strike back. However, the unit cannot launch a counter while staggered. Oh, okay. Usually justified, because they're good. Which is, yeah, I mean, you want to see the pretty effects. Gut Gemech. Lastly, we'll regenerate an evade skill. When using evade, the character will dodge if the evade's final power value is greater than or equal to the incoming attacks. This attack will hit with full force even if the evade's power is lower, so be careful. Using multiple evades in a single turn will increase the number of possible reuses. You want me to bounce around? Okay. If the skill 3 gets rebuffed, that the camera stops paying attention to them. About defensive actions. These skills have been generated without a problem. Now utilize and continue the battle. It's 5 to 8, defense 13. Character has multiple actions. You can have them attack, and if they lose the clash, they'll use the defensive. Oh, okay. And the multiple actions are like those bonus actions right after a sinner, right? If you loaded them up. Okay. Yeah.
금방 다녀올게.
I think we just pasted somebody else. Please stop smacking Faust. Oh, baby. Oh, so this is a defensive turn? That's excellent to know, especially when I keep getting hopeless clashes. Uh-oh. No, that's just what can be loaded up. Oh, that's what you can load up for the defensive. Yeah. One type of defense, okay. How much green can I slap in here? Offensive as basically a turn passive, clash is unfavorable. Oh, okay. Let me make sure. So this is favorable. Favorable. This is more favorable, but this one will build. Actually, yeah. Let's do this instead. Yellow. There we go. It'll patch that clash off to the next center. Oh, okay. This is basically okay. I see. I think I see. Yes. Yes.
좋아, 간다.
I just love the slide. Boom! Explode! Usually aggro all the time is the best result. Okay. Excellent. Excelente. Exceldante. Give me a second.
뭐죠?
What is it?
저는 정체되지 않고 나아갈 수 있다는 말에 여기에 합류한 거예요.
I joined this company because I was told that I'll be able to advance my career without slowing down. It's usually best, but if you know, you'll lose the clash. Oh, I see. This is the clash. That person following them up can just hit them. Oh.
그런데 지금은
But right now, it's nothing but meaningless violence. Like we're rats or something.
의미가 없진 않소.
I object to its meaninglessness. Those were evildoers who attacked us.
시끄러워요. 좀 조용히 좀 해봐요.
Please, just like be quiet for a moment.
아무튼 이런
And
용역
so
폭력단 같은 행동만 명령할 거라면 다른
Anyway,
일을 하는 것도 고민해봐야 할 것 같아요.
if all we're gonna do is beat up people under orders like hired thugs, I'll have to consider changing jobs sooner or later.
입사 계약서를 제대로 안 읽으셨나요?
Haven't you read your contract?
퇴사는
Okay, Angela.
허용될 수 없답니다.
Resignation is not permitted.
계약하면서 말한 이야기가 거짓말이라도 그 계약이 효력이 있을
Do you
거라
like think the
생각하는 건가요?
contract has any sway if it's based on lies? Yeah, I'll just keep stealing first when I have to replay one coin skills and she keeps stealing it from
당연히
DQ.
효력이 있죠.
Of course it does.
애초에 거짓말은 없었으니까.
There were no lies on it. Okay, Pluto. Jesus.
네?
Huh?
설마 제가 메피스토 팰레스를 그저 운송만 하는 버스로 만들었을 것 같았나요?
I might love overbreathe. My DQ can't clash. They have a spread of 1 to 2. Oh, a speed of 1 to 2. You didn't think Mistopheles was built to be a mere means of transportation, did you?
루피는 항상 배고프다.
Up speed.
그래서 울어.
Mephi is always hungry. It keeps crying. The bus gets hungry?
엔진이 연료를 섭취할 때 생기는 부산물.
When the engine ingests fuel, it yields a byproduct.
여러분은 그걸 통해
Upspin increase.
강해질 수 있어요.
Oh. Using that, you can grow more powerful.
이상 씨는 잘 알고 계시겠죠? 거울 속에서 모든 가능성을 끄집어낸다.
I'm sure Yi Sang knows this well, when all possibilities are drawn from the mirror. Bus hangry. It got that hanger. I get them 2-3. Just everything about the character. Just feed the bus some cookies. Yeah, exactly. Just throw some cookies at the bus. What kind of cookies are rats? You know, rat cookies. The rat-shaped cookies. If not cookie, why cookie-shaped? We just beat them into cookie shapes. Listen, you gotta process the food first, right? You can't just throw it. Mexican DQ is slow for some reason. There is no limit to one's growth. Is the self in the mirror my reflection, or another being entirely? Possibilities? You draw that? You draw what exactly? The mariachi. Oh, the mariachi DQ. Boom! I have been merely standing there as the day has faded. Season 1 orientation. Neat. Okay. This is a lot of... I'm level 1. Born with friend codes. Also mail, check your mail. Where's my mail? I can only click on extract. Oh, there's my mail. Ah! All right. Tutorial. Whoa! Target extraction, Gregor. Sir, you are a bug. Do I use lunacy for this? Hate your tutorial. Oh yeah, I guess I do. Okay. Oh, I click it. I see.
누구보다 신속하게.
Boom! I just ripped out a She Section 5 Ishmael. Just for one pull. Okay. You always get She Ishmael? Okay. Drive. Okay. So we have District 4, 10, and 11. Hey, we can get some cure drugs, guys. What do you want from me? Why is Sector D on fire? Or no, wait, that's a forest. That's not fire. Those are trees. Not if you dilly-dally. Oh. I'm trying to learn how the buttons work. There's a lot of UI that was thrown at me. Oh my god, look, they've got the little boxes. The game won't let you. Oh, I'm still okay. Oh, I can edit. Okay. Ah. It's teaching me how to do that. Okay.
그렇군요.
I see. This is what that was about.
너무 마음이 급할 필요는 없어요, 이스마엘. 버스가
There's no need to get impatient, Ishmael. As the bus goes onward, you'll naturally.
자연히 시정잡배 같은 일보다 중요한 걸 맡게 될 거야.
You'll naturally take on more important tasks than beating the life out of random crooks. Don't teach you is that you can look at what these IDs do by holding left click. Oh.
표에 도달하는 게
Oh.
마음을 재촉하고 있겠지만
The most important thing you need to learn. I know you're eager to achieve your goals, but do try to have patience. Fix that. See.
거울 세계에 있는 우리들의 모든 가능성 중 하나를 끄집어내는 거니까 기억이 조금 더 쉬워졌을 거예요.
Since this works by whisking out one of our limitless possibilities from the mirrored world, it'll have overwritten a part of our
곧
memories.
익숙해질 거예요.
You'll get used to it in no time.
뭐야? 그거 좀
Other
위험해
guy just,
보이는데.
oh. Well, hang on. That sounds a bit dangerous, don't it?
이러다가 내가 아니게 되는 거 아니야?
What if I am no longer my old self by the end? I love you to death, but you really need better tutorials. Yeah, it's like emotion coins all over again.
여러분은 테세우스의 배가 아니에요.
Don't mistake yourselves for the ship of Theseus.
인격과 기억을 빌리기는 하겠지만
L-Corp in this game, though.
주도권을 않아요.
While it's true that you borrow the identities and memories, the system is designed to ensure that you don't lose control over your own existence.
거울에 비추는 나는 사뭇 다를 수 있어.
Your tutorials are kind of hard to do. That is true.
거울 밖을 벗어나
Having a solid tutorial is a little rough. Different though your reflection may be, it is bound to vanquish once you walk away from the mirror. There was no way they were going to tutorialize that because what was that goddamn mess?
저희가 어떻게
Project the
성장할지
Moon coding.
단테 씨에게 달렸어요.
How our capability grows ultimately depends on you, Manager Dante.
거울 세계의 다양한 가능성을 가장 효과적인 타이밍에 더 씌우는 일을 하실 테니
It is up to you to place the most effective figment of possibility on us at the right times.
메타몰포시스를 말하는 건가?
I believe that is what you call a metamorphosis.
네, 일종의 탈퇴이자 변신이라 할 수 있죠.
Yes, I suppose that you could say that it's a form of transformation.
어머? 그런 어려운 단어는 어디서
Golly.
났대?
Where did you learn big words like that?
주워들었다. 이 사람 저 사람 많이 만나봐야 하는 일을 했었거든.
I picked it up. My prior profession required meeting people with various occupations. Which, by the way, I'm very intelligent.
변신이라.
Wandlug, huh?
담소는 끝났나?
Done chatting.
일단 길부터 뚫자.
See the coding for the emotion coin gain.
정도 붙어 있을 테니.
Let's make the way first. You'll spend more time together than you'd ever ask for, so keep that convo for later. Low sanity will be corroded by ego. Ooh, yeah, that's not good. We're fighting more dudes. As a skill set, this is the list of skills for which they draw. Press a character to open their tab info. Okay. Has their own group of skills. A number of them, the skill sets are randomly selected, deployed through the dashboard. That's not good. My guy trying to figure out how to have a solo corroded DQ. Oh. I mean, yeah, all right. That was a bad thing when they explained it in Wonder Lab. The base ego you start with does not cost sanity, so cannot corrode. Okay, that makes sense because that's their personal ego, isn't it? Used skills are treated as discarded from the set. They will not reappear until every other skill in the skill set has been used, thus refilling it. Okay. Additionally, attack skills have a offensive level in clashes. The defenses and offense levels may affect the outcome. Well, normally it's bad. You can fix this bad. Oh, okay. That should cover the basics of your sim skills. Now give them your orders. Alright, get off my screen. What is this? Poise! On hit, gain potency-based chance to deal critical damage, reducing the count by 1 if successful. Ow! Oh, you're doing Lark. Excellent. Ishmael has different skills. Yeah. I would figure, yeah. These were slashes? Alright, what are you guys weak to? Slash? Is that what you're weak to? The upper right icon is what they're weak to, right? You're all weak to slash. Oh boy, look at all the slash I'm doing. %5 chance to crit per stack. Ooh. It's separated by weak strong. Okay. Oh, so they're strong to slash. They're weak to, I guess, nothing. Oh, I see. Weak blow. Oh, they're okay. So they're fatal to slash. Okay. Okay, so the golden up arrow is what I'm looking for. The little golden up pointed thing tells me what they're weak to. Gotcha. All right. Wow, look at all this diversity I've got. I guess I'll just do this.
행동을 개시합니다.
Bam! Besides skills, your sinners have passive abilities. Sinners in battle have their combat passives active. Deals 10% damage against units with negative status effects. Tutorial's got tutorial. Sinners who have not directly participating in battle will provide aid with their support passives. During the practice, activated passive by chaining 2 pride skills. Pride is purple, right? In fact, your base IDs will upspin on their own based on story progression. Okay. Pride is dark blue. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Passes are active. Analytical eye. Sever evil. On a hit, inflict bleed. 10 times wrath resistance per chance. Heal 5 HP at the start of combat phase. If that's 3 light blue, 3 reds, 4 light blues, get 2 allies placed on this unit on the dashboard 1 damage up. So it looks like light blue is the buffs.
행동을 개시합니다.
Boom! Deady spaghetti. Oh no! Our current counter comes in multiple waves on the ID. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, wave 2. I gotcha. To help with this, your sinners possess powerful skills called ego, manifested by resonating with their emotions. How soon after library is this? To use ego, you need affinity-based resources. Okay. You can view the resources you currently have stockpiled here on the right. Months? A bit. Okay. Quite a long time? Okay. This is your first time trying your hand at ego. I've collected the necessary resources for you. This special power, so you'll need to gather them on your own. Sinners who can currently use ego will be highlighted. Ego skills must be generated on the dashboard, much like defense skills. Press and hold. This can also be to cancel ones you've generated. Must be used to cancel ones you've generated. I don't know. Some indeterminate amount of time. Ego is powerful equipment that manifests by resonating with your sinner's emotions. To use your ego skill, you need a sin affinity-based resource. Is that the bars around the health bars indicate the ego availability as well? Oh, okay. Ego corrosion. On top of requiring affinity-based resource, ego takes a toll on the sinner's sanity. At low sanity, a sinner might suffer from ego corrosion. Sinners corroded by ego will ignore your commands, so ensure that your sinners are in good mental health. Which of the sinners' ego is available. After using an ego skill, its passive ability will activate on the next turn and further empower the sinners the rest of the battle. Make good use of the variety of passives that ego has to offer. Representation emitter. Heals 6 sanity for all out. Ooh, that's pretty nice. We have a light blue at the end here. Okay. $513. That doesn't matter. Ego! Zayn egos are perfectly safe. Okay. You're Zayn, but they're not their weakness. And it says more specifically their own ego, it's safe. Okay, more specifically. Okay, if it's their own, yeah. Their own ego makes sense. AoE skills. It seems ego about to be in play as an AoE skill. Area of effect, you hit everybody. The main target and sub-target. Chosen target. If AoE skill loses, clash attack will be cancelled for every target. Sub-targets are determined by the targeting range of the skill. Okay. Another Zayn ego. The golden apple ego from Battle Pass. Okay. For Gregor, I see. I gotcha. Skills target enemy skill slots. Each AoE has a number of targets. Each has a target capacity. In regular combat, the enemy is only attacked once by AoE skill, even if the unit is taking multiple targets. Against abnormalities, the slots on their body parts are only attacked once, even if the slots are taken on multiple targets.
좋아, 간다.
Don't lose clashes, dude. Flip the coin better, man. Hey, I staggered somebody. Yi is just getting wiped over there, just getting his head bashed in.
모든 결과들은 하우스트가
Is that a broom? Do you have a broom on the end of your... Are you like the Wicked Witch of the West?
했다. 맛있는 거 준비해줘, 단테.
Or your strategy. Before we proceed, allow me to introduce you to a useful feature. You can now let the game chain skills for you. The chains will be automatically chosen depending on what button you press. Oh, win weight percentage or damage percentage. Okay. This feature is meh. Like skills that are most likely to win clashes, damage, skills hurt your enemies the most. Where you've cleared the EX conditions. Note that auto chains are not necessarily a guaranteed optimal solution. You're at 45. Let's see how this goes. Just because. This doesn't matter so much. Boom. Most likely my butt. Just about 4 levels behind it. Oh. high enough, but can be a tad dumb. Mostly with single coin skills. Oh, okay. Most of my group is single coin skills. So that coin thing that says 7 plus 2. Is that how many coins I'm flipping?
금방 다녀올게.
후계 거울은 깨졌어.
완전한 침묵.
Well, never mind. We didn't get to see the ego. 7 plus. Oh, that's what it'll add. Okay. Gotcha.
길이 열렸어. 하지만 베르, 메피가 달리기만 했어도 길은 뚫렸을 거야.
Number of coin icons is the number of coins you flip. Oh, gotcha. Road's clear, but Verg, Mephi could have run them over just fine. Huh? What did I fight for then? We just run people off? What's happening? Sensing a rattling agitation in my gestures, Vergie stepped in.
진정하시죠, 단테.
Calm yourself, Dante.
걸음마도 떼지 못한 아이에게 달리기를 시킬 순 없지 않겠습니까?
It's not right to ask a toddler to run when it has yet to take its first steps.
걸어볼 기회가 있다면 직접 걷고 나서 달리셔야죠.
You'll need every opportunity to try and walk before you're made to run.
그리고 단테,
Furthermore, Dante,
당신은 관리자. 저들의 관리를 하는 게 업무.
as the manager, it's your job to manage your staff.
나는 길잡이. 어디를 가고 어떻게 개척할지
And I am the guide.
판단합니다.
I decide where we go and how we arrive there.
알겠습니까?
Vegemite here. Boy, you're level 1. Go level grind. Limbus! Yes, Limbus. Hello, Lokar. How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by. We're having a good time. We're having a fun time. Do you get it?
알지 말라고.
Don't argue with me. Don't you red-eye meme at me. Don't you red-eye meme at me. I'm a clock, I'll have you know. How am I supposed to not question a stranger who can't even hear me? I was like,
찌깍거리긴 하는데 뭐라고 하는 거지?
I heard ticking. So what did they say, Miss Faust?
별말 없었습니다.
Nothing much.
감정을 성대하기도 하는군. 앞으로는 고개만 끄덕여도 좋습니다, 단테.
Some verbose agreement that was. A nod should be enough to let me know that you approve, Dante.
그럼 메피.
Man, he is quickly slipping down the good boy list. Now, Mephi, off we go. Woohoo!
결혼 기분이 어때?
How are you feeling, Sharon? It'd be before Sharon's actually the bus. And, like, the bus is her ego or something.
매우
And Faust didn't actually build anything.
날아갈 것 같습니다.
Sharon, best character. Extreme excitement. About to walk on air, reports Sharon. You are still understand why I regret. Good. So where are we going?
베르길리우스, 그가 목적지를 묻습니다.
Vergius. Virgilius. Vergi. They'd like to know the destination.
말했던 것 같습니다만, 단테.
I believe I told you that already, Dante. But just where are we going? With his sigh, the bus shuddered and started to rumble forward. Sorry, chat like it's Virgilian, but I will clown on this edgy OC's health. Veggie wedgie. Listen, he just a little. Oh man, he just. What are you doing with the paperwork? Hey, it's the opening.
지옥으로 출발하지.
I need subtitles. I think we're out of the tutorial, guys. I'm just sitting there like, oh shit, what have I gotten myself into? Mostly? Okay. I mean, he did save me, so there's that. As we get a snack for the bus. Millie, yeah. Millie and someone else. Oh boy, the Ice Queen. Does Project Moon just love the Ice Queen or something? Those are my sinners, right? Yes, Ice Queen, nothing else. Don't nobody tell him. I always thought that was fire, but those are trees, aren't they? So is each chapter gonna take place in a district? Yeah, them trees. Oh man, so far? Okay. So we're in District D. D Corp.
Vroom vroom.
Vroom, vroom. Yes, I've got to get Taki. I unlocked the battle pass, guys. I got to get Taki the Sharon outfit. Can I click on things now? Thank God. That's not what I wanted. Pre-registration rewards. Receive.
나는 유려하면서도 비범.
Ways to cut through the heart with elegance of eccentricity. Free ID. He looks just so tired. That's a mood. Blade lineage Selsu. Free 3-star. Ooh. But so far it's been district per actual chapter. Okay. Is it echoes of potential canon that's Taki? Yes, it is absolutely Taki who drives the bus in Echoes of Potential. She absolutely would. I need to get Renard Clock. Commander Clock Renard. I need to figure out who I want to draw that. Maybe Shinwa. Shinwa or Zafane. Lady saying the start of the Weeb Sticks. Oh baby. Look at all this stuff. What is this? Alpha Enkephalin. Recover 60 Enkephalin when used. And that's lunacy. Rose-shaped crystalline material used for performing extractions. Roadmap announcement special gift. What is this? Can be used to perform 10 extractions. Ooh. I haven't touched those boxes. Oh, okay. And then roadmap reveal gifts. I get lunacy and thread used for up-tying of identities and thread spinning of ego. Okay. Free 10 pull. The 10th pull in a 10 pull is 2-star minimum. Okay. Registration. Alright. Submit. Serve adjustments. I can read these later. Duplicate mail issue. All right, where is my friendo? Oh, there's my settings. I guess we'll fix this while I'm here. All right, this is gonna get a little goofy. Knife fight over which one becomes DQ. Ken Wolf! Thank you so much, Ken Wolf, for the follow. Welcome to the Feywilds. Hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. Clem gets it. Oh, is Clem around? Thanks for stopping by, Clem. Also, thanks for stopping by, Ken Wolf. I do appreciate the follows. I have extra content on my YouTubes, on my Twitters, all that fun stuff. If you'd like to see more fake content, pulls out knife. Processing, okay. Wait, hold on. I wish that they would let me do this first, but that's okay. Alright, how does that sound? Oh, she's chilling with me. And she calls dibs. Uh-oh. To find your friends list. I'm probably gonna cycle. Sounds good to me. Bring it, Infinity. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ah. Alright, they're going at it. We're gonna have a DQ fight. Let's click on the Limbus Company button. Oh, okay. All right, let me fix this real quick. Now that I've hit the button. Hey, where are you? Oh no, it fixed itself. Cool. Now we don't have those little black bars. Excellent. I apologize, sorry, in advance for having to do the weird editing change in the middle. Post our friend IDs. That would be faster if you did it here. Please return. Thank you. All right, where's the company logo? Oh, you can just send a friend request? Oh, that's cool. Is it window? No, that's not window. Bottom left. Oh, there it is. Oh, dang. Boom. Perfect. I don't know who this is, though. Oh, I got more of the chicken kebab. It's peak. It's in the PM. All right, hold on. I'm assuming... Alright, give me a second. Marachi Sinclair, it's me! This one should be Mirai. Get mine cleanse out later. I'm on my phone. Okay, gotcha. Yes. All right, and then you sent me a... where is that? Let me dig that out real quick. Boop. There it is. Can I just not use any of my sinners and just use everyone else's sinners? Yes! Look at that. Weeb DQ. I love it. This is perfect. Weeb DQ. Ooh, excellent. Say hi to me. And then Hio. Hello, Hio. Oh, dang. Yeah, can I just use everyone else's sinners? Life is just full of room. Are these like pre-made? I've sent the requests. I hope. I think. The real, you can customize your portrait. The real reason we wanted this stream, so we can steal friend codes. Accepted. Icon. Someone else needs permission. Okay, so I'm gonna have to structure this like I did my Echoes of Potential run. Stop, sleep. Ooh. Man, look at this. You can see the sky. Please do your best, Sinclair. Right, how do I... Oh, dang, okay. Here we go. Accepted. Perfect. I didn't miss anybody, right? And to tell who's who. Okay, I'm just got to remember. No, don't nobody change it. I'm gonna be very confused. Your friend sinners, the sinners that you will be replacing will not EXP. Okay, so I'll have to be careful about that. If I want to level somebody up, if I'm gonna do levels, I'm probably gonna grind that off stream. Because of potential at work edit. Ooh. Oh yeah, absolutely. Don't burn yourself out of it. Zephane's still trugging away at the sprites. We've got like 2 sets of them done so far. You don't see me there? Did I sent you the invite? Did you accept it? I'm at 6 now. Yeah, you're right here. I assume this is you. This was actually his tickets from the mirror dungeons. Okay. Yes, okay. Okay, if I missed anybody, like, message highlight me. Comes in for those sprites. Yeah, it's I think we've got the what we dubbed the big 3 are in and almost done. I think Caden and Ifanies are done. Komodo's almost done. And then after those were done, I was gonna go and start running around and poking people. I still need to get Hannah, you and Clem. I need to get Neo's, Clem's, Neo's. Or Syra, my bad. Syra, I need to get Syra. Neo's is Syra, that's right. And then, who else is left? Solus did their own, so those are done. Looking for it? Okay. Excellent. I need to see if we haven't seen Hannah in a while. Or Tip. Tip Puzzle. I hope Tip's doing okay. Hope you're doing okay, Tip. And then after that, it's just me and Keaton. And then and then after that, we move on to the Goltalion. So Mirai and Riley and Zafane, all that other fun stuff. Actually, I can't remember. Mirai, you may be in set 1, now that I think about it. Good, we divided it up into 2 sets. I think you may have snuck into set 1, now that I think about it. I have to go look at my receipts. I'll go look at the deets. Okay. Neato. Now let's season 1 Limbus pass. Oh. Check out the password. Okay. Company is your sinners you're putting up for assisting others. Oh, okay. I got a banner. So this is free. So this is the battle pass. I believe these are okay. Passes levels can only be purchased with, okay, so if I ever need to catch up, I can straight, okay. The bottom is pay. Oh boy. You can't see this, right? Yeah, okay, perfect. Give me a minute, don't worry about it. I'm glad I set this up. I just use the fake credit card and never leave the fake cave without. You can see him mousing, yeah. Which is good. It's yeah, that's what I want. I've blocked out all of, like anything that would be like pull up that would be sensitive like this. But you can still see the mouse. Yay! Collect the past missions. Boom. I got level 1 boost ticket. Raises an identity's level to up to 10. Should I use that immediately? Nice soup. Nice soup. Use that fame money well. Exactly. That's really what your cookies are going towards. Listen, there's the cookie market. Oh sweet. I've already done some of these. Beat a bunch of enemies. Weekly. Okay. 75 days. Okay, so a pass is about 2.5 months. You need to use Sinclair today. Oh, okay. You do the beginner's battle banner. Oh. It's my identities. Okay. Your Sinclair, not someone else's Sinclair. Okay. A welcome extraction. It's the only daily mission that changes is who you need to use the bell press. Welcome extraction. Do 10 pulls and only 10 pulls. Okay, it's cheaper. Okay. Beginner banner pulls. Is this the beginner banner pulls? Yeah, okay. Confirm. All right, T Corp, what you got for me? 13, yeah. Gamba, blah, 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 as I just chuck chains into other realities. Oh boy. A decent one.
본측 이스마엘. 제가 도와드릴 게 있나요?
LCCB Assistant Manager Ishmael. All right, what is LCCB? Who is the LCCB? You can click the center to get all at once. Oh, okay. Oh, Limbus Company. Okay, in a timeline where Limbus Company didn't eat shit.
신속하게.
There's W Corp. Cleanup Agent Faust. Limbus Company before team. Oh.
지금 이 순간부터
We got W Corp.
눈살을 찌푸린 자들
G Corp.
모두
What does
열애자로
G Corp do?
간주하겠다.
Head manager of G Corp? Dang. Limbus Company Control Branch. Oh. G Corp is, I have no Faust ID. Oh. G Corp Otis is pretty pog. Ooh, you'll find out. Oh, okay. What does extract again mean? Oh, that just means okay. Don't know nobody tell them about G Corp. That story. Oh, that story stuff. Okay, my bad. I have the tendency to ask about story-related things without realizing there's story-related things. You do, God, yeah. I don't trust the game to answer the question. Like, oh well, obviously we'll never figure out who G Corp is. That's like something. No, they're not gonna tell me about that. Another 10 pulls? Okay, I'll do another 10 pulls. I'll do pulls. G Corp out. Otis feels bad now. Oh, I'm sorry. He just knows the right questions to ask. Blah 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 blah.
빨리 줘 양반.
Louis Section 6 Gregor. He's a good supporty center. Hippity hop, hoppity hop. I couldn't read that fast. R Corp. R Corp, you're a rabbit. Heathcliff, okay. R Corp 4th pack, Rabbit Heathcliff. 3-star. That's pretty pog. Heckin' yeah. And then just a bunch of other stuff. Alright. Neato. Oh, I can do the ticket for Extract 10, right? Too bad no egos yet, though. But not bad. By the way, is blah, blah, blah. I believe that's the right code for friending. Okay, I'll put that here in a second. It's very good and very long fight, just not very damaging. Gotcha. Gotcha. Do I want to use that ticket for extracting 10? He runs on the MO system and burns through it. Oh, geez. He shines best in short fights. Oh, okay. Save for next banner. Okay. All but 3 of the pullable 3 stars. Dang! I don't actually know. I have to go look up, like, who has what's available. Say the ticket for new banners coming out on the 9th. Oh, okay, okay. So the banners, I can use okay. Got it. You use tickets on banners, not for the... But I could extract Gregor's, whatever this is. I don't know what this is here. G Corp Manager Corporal Gregor. Unless you really want 3-star Gregor. Heck, I'll throw... Listen, I got sponsors now, right? I'll just do sponsorships to fund my Limbus Company addiction. If you look at probabilities, you can see all the possibilities to get. Okay. Tweet, send me tells your things are coming out. Okay, gotcha. Oh, it's not a valid friend code? Uh-oh. Alright, go back to...
하루가 저물어가는 동안 나는 그저 서 있을 뿐이었어.
Watch as I struggle to get used to the UI. Let me see. Oh, add a friend. Add a friend! Boop. Oh yeah, it's not... It's an I, not an L. Yeah, I just copied it out of the... It's a bit of a work. Copy pasta not working. Letters should be capitalized, right? I would assume. Oh, you forgot a number. Gotcha. Don't forget to collect extra lunacy from prologue. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna keep going. We have another hour. got another hour. Plus, this is gonna probably be our stream for a while. It's like Tuesday and Wednesday are probably gonna be this until I run out of content to do. Aha, there we go. Ah. Ah. Excellent. There we go. Yo has a point. Prologue should have 500 lunacy. Ooh, that's a lot of lunacy. Alright, who wants my shitty... who wants my shitty dudes? Alright, where is... How do I... Here we go. You have Flying Sword. Unlocks it till 3. Alright, hold on. You have Shove times 3. Quake rounds, I don't know what that is. Quake rounds. She uses the ammo system, I think, right? I assume. It says Quake rounds. Team building! Ishmael, okay. She does. All these people with 3-star Dawn. But she doesn't really suffer the long fight. Okay, cool. Then we'll keep her. Thank you. Man. And that's all the ego you have. What do you have? Better than what you're currently doing, so we'll do that. W Corp, why not? Blade lineage, whatever you are. Good to have fun. I think I've had her run out of ammo once. Okay. Our Corp. Oh wait, do I? Because he runs out of ammo, right? Where's Ishmael? Video section. I don't have anything for you, right? No. Let me just check. Absolutely with okay. It would be great if they had their names on here. Had him run out more than a few. Okay, only extended battles and clashes don't need ammo. Oh, okay. Otis was the other new one. Oh, there, she's right there. G Corp. Here you go. So that's... Sucks against the long one. Oh, gotcha. I'll be fine. I assume. I'll have... Okay. Is there anywhere that where like you can read about how much damage after a prolonged fight? Okay. Is there like anywhere I can read about all this stuff? Like what their identities were and all that fun nonsense. Okay. So exactly. Like the different personalities that I'm slapping on here.
하루가 저물어가는 동안 나는 그저 서 있을 뿐이었어.
That's the theater? Okay. Dunk. I see you. I see you peeking. I see you peeking. Main story, identity stories. Gotcha. That up T3. Okay. I'll do that later. I just wanted to figure out where that was.
저물어가는 동안 그대는
What is this?
과거로 돌아가는 법을 알아. 어느 순간
I could just make you talk, huh?
나는 그저 다 그대는 과거로 돌아.
Oh, I can make... Oh, hell yeah. Hey guys, do you like DQ? Yeah. Oh, for the stats, yeah. Theaters for the worst. Yeah, yeah. Ow! Checking for man titty. Man titty. Yeah, unfortunately, I got mine covered up with my vest here. With my vest. Yo. Okay. Let's drive. I have imagination, thank you. All right, that's true. You do have the power of imagination. You can draw me with man titty as much as you want, Pedunk. That's absolutely fine. That was the main story. Prologue, right? Wait, didn't I do the prologue? Prologue real quick. Free lunacy. Okay. Oh, you click it. I see. Gotcha. I have so much power now. All of the power. So much power. Kanto 1. We're going to the Kanto region, guys. I'm gonna take my Bulbasaur. I'm gonna become the Elite Four. Just you wait. The region champion of death. The ride is awkward and intimidating, even though I haven't been handed the title. I've been handed the title of manager. I have no idea what to do at a time like this. I decided to ask the sinner with a bug's arm where we're currently headed. Vroom vroom. Vroom vroom. Here we go. I love that his coat is red. It matches my color aesthetic. Berg.
앞에 장애물이 있어. 부릉부릉.
Blockage. Vroom vroom. Yes. Dante. So, Gregor, you're the sane one. Blockage ahead. Permission to vroom vroom. Chatter was what finally got me to open my eyes. That I have somewhere? After all, nothing beats blocking out your sight when you want to keep boredom at bay. Not that there was much else to do on a bus whose destination was unknown to me. Out of all these murder hobos, Gregor is the same one. My clock eyes. What do my clock eyes see? My lack of head and memory certainly don't help either.
그래.
Alright.
계속 지나가자고.
Let's proceed.
덜컹덜컹.
Okay, here come bumpity bumps. My God.
비싼 세정제야.
You made it. Hello, Komodo.
만 먹었다고 그랬어.
How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing pretty good. I haven't pulled any egos. I just got done pulling. And giving everyone their voices. I just got through the prologue. Expensive washer fluid. Verg said he paid a fortune. Washer fluid, huh? Okay. The clump stuck to the window gently dissolved, letting light through. Ugh. Yeah, I think that's acid. I think that's acid. Washer fluid. It's code for high yield acid, yeah. Many different sets of eyes on the bus are lethargically facing forward. It felt like a pretty gruesome scene, but based on the others' reactions, maybe this kind of violence is common in the city. Hey, also Dante's my favorite. Liu Gregor. Oh, that's right. It felt rather awkward to close my eyes again now that I was wide awake. That's when the conspicuously bearded man grabbed my attention. Glasses. Know where we're going right now? A feature far more conspicuous than his beard made me slip. Yes, that glorious beard of his. Look at that beard. Can you see the beard? Look at that beard. You almost called me bug guy, didn't you?
다시 한번 말하자면
Once again, my name is Gregor. Everyone else upon hearing the bus hitting people. Well, good thing I'm strapped in, I guess. Beard, it's stubble, yeah. Uses camera stuff to zoom in on the beard. Oh, I can do that, can't I? Hold on, guys, we gotta get a look at this beard. We gotta look at this beard. All right, come on, I can. All right, we're going full beard. Hold on, guys, we're looking at this beard. You see this beard? Look at this absolute beard of a beard. Give me a minute. I got a beard more. Look at this beard. As you can see, it is finally structured as a beard should be. It's got the appropriate length of beard to chin ratio. As you know, I don't see any seat belts. There are no seat belts on the Limbusy. You shouldn't have said anything. Stubble. 3 of 10 bread. 3 of 10 bread. I mean, listen, in South Korea, this is about as bearded as you can get. I am sorry. I apologize to all South Koreans who may watch my content. Just, like, man, this is a just, I mean, look at how much detail Project Moon has put into this beard. You're accurate. As you can see, it's got finally, you can, like, you know, it's got a nice, what is that? Probably, you know, probably darker color tone. So, like, you know, like black. Yeah, it's got that black beard. You know, it's got all that detail of a beard. I mean, look at how long and lush it is. I swear, if I see another character with an actual beard, I'm gonna be questionable. Okay. Ow! Gregor, your name is Beard now. This is never just stop. Never. Never! I can't clip that long. Just clip the best part of it. Listen. The same way you're called Dante, not Clockface. I told you first command. I am Commander Clockhead, or Clockface, or Commander Clock, or whatever it was. I am Commander Clock. You will address me as Commander Clock. I couldn't find any excuses, so I just gave back a light nod. We got moments, baby! We do have moments. Time for me to go, okay. You have a good night. You have a good night too, Lokar! New month moments. Oh, that's right, we do. Good night. Stay safe out there in those Fey wilds. What is a moment? A moment is like a special clip, is what it is. So you get like a badge if you're here for moments when they're made, and then you can like level up the badge. Commander Clink, Commander Clock, Commander TikTok. I am the TikTok now. I'm going to post 2 to 60-second videos on my face, and you will all watch them endlessly. It's because it's lazy for me to get Renard to make clips. Exactly.
어이, 기사 양반. 우리 지금 어디로 가는 거야?
Ow! But why? But for why? Say, bus girly, where are we headed?
다시 한번 말하자면 내 이름은 카론이야.
Once again, my name is Charon.
당신이 벌레 양반이 아니라 그레고르라고 불리듯이.
The same way you're called Gregor and not Bug Guy. Yeah, how does it feel to be called out, Bug Guy? She got you there, Gregor. She really did.
베르가 말했어.
Virgie said,
수감자들은 사구로 간다.
the sinners will go to District 4.
사구라고 말했어.
Oh my goodness, the sub! Thank you so much, Mirai, with the sub. With the subby wubby. Thankies, I appreciate. I do appreciate. Dooku calm down there. That was hilariously timed. What ho? Did thou District 4 fall upon thine ears? Yeah. Exactly. W. It may look like Renard possessed DQ. Like, yes. I did. I would be good friends. DQ would be good friends with everybody.
그곳은 연주낭자의 출신지로 유명하지. 영웅의 발자취는 그때부터 시작되었다네.
Lost place is known as to be the home of the grass maiden. Is the origin of the hero's journey, and it was the.
아까부터 시끄럽게 쫑알쫑알.
That listen, we voted on it. Bloody hell! You're rattling on and on and on.
다물고 조용히 좀 가지.
Could you just shut up and let the trip go in peace? The correct was totally amazing. Why, I had remained silent until mere moments ago. The rules card voice. I'll recount. I said shut up.
이봐요. 본인이 더 시끄럽다는 건 알아요?
Sorry, did you happen to realize you're being louder here? Like, jeez.
죽어도 살아난다고 해서 아프지 않은 건 아니야. 한
Jeez,
번만
dude.
더 주둥이 놀려봐.
Even if you can't die, you sure as hell can't suffer, no? So say that again.
옳은 말을 했는데도 돌아오는 게 폭력이라니. 수준 알만하네요.
You wanted these murder hobos to work together, right? Uh-oh. Yeah. Like, I say the right thing and your first response is violence. Shows how refined you are. How you didn't want them to die again. Yeah? I contemplated for a second. You should probably start managing, my manager. The murder hobos kill each other. Oh, no. Oh, no. Should I step in? Is it the part where I exercise my authority as manager with dignity and grace? Faint memory urges me to do something. Now, guys, it's inadvisable to lose your cool... Oh my god. Heathcliff and Ishmael just got...
모분초도
trenches.
모가지를 분질러야 조용해지지.
I need a better voice from Rio here. My god. to ride noisy, to ride against noisy, crying hogs and tails scragging. What? Ryoshu makes everything an acronym. Oh. Did she get stat? What the heck? Guys! What are you doing? Did he go off the rails this session? No joke.
이유 없는 폭력은 용서받을 수 없다네.
Look how happy she is. The senseless violence shan't be forgiven. I will bring about justice. God damn it, can we not?
아, 이럴 줄 알았어. 옷에 피가 튀었잖아. 저기.
Just lance through the face. You just pen it. I did it, face. I knew this would happen. I left a spot on my clothes. Look, do you guys really have to fight next to me? I must be mad. Surprise, the murder hope was murder. We haven't even reached our destination, and they've already killed 3 of our own, that is.
이거 잠깐 한눈이라도 팔려고 하면 사고를 치는군.
Can't take a small break without anticipating trouble, can I?
너희 넷
Oh my god.
이번 달 버스 청소다.
You 4, cleaning duty for the next month.
어째서 본인은 정의를 구현했을 뿐인 것을.
I think 3 of them are dead, and I'm about to do the pain dance. I'm about to squiggle on the floor like a worm. Such unfairness! I merely sought the hand of justice!
잠깐, 내 옷 빨래도 포함시켜줘. 피는 와인이랑은 다르게
Oh,
잘
also,
안 말이야.
tell them to do my laundry too.
비싼 건데.
Blood doesn't wash off as easily as wine stains. Sheesh, dry cleaning is costly. No one bats an eye at the lifeless janitors to be littering the floor. Shut up, Verge Mill. Only one person in this chat cares about your entire existence. Like DQ has to be either Bruce Carter or superhero. Maybe they're already taking their indefinite revivals for granted. Oh no. But I don't even know how to exactly I'm supposed to bring them back.
단테, 시계를 돌려주시겠습니까?
Dante, I'd like you to turn the clock. Turn the clock? I just start messing with my face like,
그런 모양새면 어리둥절한 표정이라는 건가? 기억해두죠.
That must mean there's a puzzled look where your face should be. I'll keep that in mind.
파우스트 씨,
Miss Faust. You know, for being a genius, you sure didn't anticipate how confused and lost I would be. Vegetables gives Faust a tired nod and gestures to me. She let out a small sigh, but still came to my seat, probably out of a sense of obligation.
처음 만났던 날에도 당신이 했던 일을 말하는 거예요, 단테.
Yeah, but I don't want to do that.
그때는 본능으로 해냈던 거겠지.
It's the same thing you did the day we first met, Dante. Though I suppose that was more of an instinctual reaction.
자, 다시 해보죠. 눈을 감으세요.
Now, let's try again. Close your eyes. What eyes? I have no eyes. Though I have no eyes to close, blocking out my sight is something I've done. Okay. I had no reason not to follow Faust's instructions here.
사실
Yeah, we won't follow vegetables, but we'll follow Faust no matter what she says. In fact, the door is everywhere.
그러나 당신에게만 보이죠.
However, you can only see it, for the stars never set in your sky.
별이 지지 않았으니까.
Huh? What? At that, I felt a thread of light creeping into my sight. As if to open my eyes, I embraced that. Oh, like the light? That's a heckin' door. That's a heckin' wall with a heckin' door. Then I saw a space. I was alone there. That's not the light. Oh, okay. And a massive door stood before me. It wasn't a pleasant sight. That's the afterlife. Oh. Suffocating heat and agonizing cries seep through the gap. Hearing the endless laments and wailing for even a split second makes me feel faint. Yeah, that gate. The gate of knowledge. However, I'm approaching the door, grasping at its handles as if it was... as if it's what I was born to do. Oh, yes, door. Oh, baby. Look at all the high fives I could give. Hey, guys, you want high fives? Despite being seemingly heavy, pulling it open was surprisingly easy. I was holding to the theory that Dante is a distortion until they absolutely reveal otherwise. Yeah, this seems like a more distortion thing than an augment thing. Unless Dante's somehow like a little baby boobop singularity or something. I grew up about in the door. Thousands upon thousands of last whales lay within. And reaching inside, I grab a few unknown hands. He might be a singularity. Egos are weird. That, yeah, or, you know, he could have just... This is ego. He egoed himself. This could be a singularity level ego. Oh, God. I can feel the histories of different sins bearing their brands caught my hand onto my arm. Well, that's not great. That's probably why they're sinners. I feel a disturbance. Art thou prepared to share the pain? No, not really. Could that have been a question, or rather pressure to comply? I pulled forth the sinner's grasping hands with all my strength. Ah! A terrible pain spreads through my neck and head. It's so crushingly severe, it makes me... I need the morphine, it makes me wish I were dead. The indescribable sensation of bone and muscle twisting and tangling with each other goes on for what feels like an eternity. This is what you do every time you fix someone. Oh, God. My legs weren't prepared to endure all this agony. I fell to kneel atop the pool of blood and helplessness. Oh! Then I see it. I'm just over here like... Trembles in the bloody pools, gradually growing into waves of bubbles rising from the floor. Soon that blood soaking the ground coalesced into three masses. Then the agony that seemed to last forever vanished just like that. Oh, that's neat. Ugh. As lumps of blood rose into the air and flew away, my sight was cleared of dreadful redness. Returning to the grumbling bus.
목이 베어졌다가 붙어버린 심경은 어떻지? 두근거리던가?
How does it feel to have your head back where after it was severed? Was it exciting? Right as Heathcliff is restored to consciousness, he rubs his neck, mutters vulgar words, and approaches Ryoshu. My God, girl, not 3 seconds after the res! Hold on, I just brought you back, and you're going straight into another fight. Yes, it's as to be expected with this franchise. Heathcliff turns and around to glare at me. His eyes are those of a man devoured by blind fury.
어차피 살리는 게 대기 할 일 아닌가?
Isn't it your job to bring us back?
할 거 있으면 그 가짜는 시계 대가리째로 부수기 전에 저리 짜져 있어.
Can we fire him? If your job's done, then step aside before I knock your dumb clock off.
잠깐만요. 단테 씨가 괴로워하시는 것 같은데 이쯤에서 저...
Please wait. Dante looks like they're in a lot of pain, so we really should... Before he could finish, Heathcliff's steel bat caved in the side of Sinclair's head. He's actually happy by our Triple R or R Corp Heathcliff is best. The incoherent gurgles of a dying person violated my ears. Oh boy!
다음번엔 널 웃길 거야.
Next time, Clockface, you're crushed. Are we clear? Why, Sinclair, my guy, he's done nothing wrong.
생긴 대로라더니
You really are as coarse as you look.
한 번 죽어서는 만족을 못하나?
Was dying not once not enough for you? Heathcliff tightens his grip on the bat, and Ishmael is ready to swing her weapon as well. Heathcliff, don't threaten the Resbot. I am the white mage. You don't mess with the white mage. Have I seriously become the manager of people who can't be stopped even by death? And we can't fire Heathcliff. His base ego is good. Oh. Oh. It's like, perhaps res mage shenanigans. Oh, I was lost in thought. All tension in the bus suddenly dropped and froze over.
아무래도 제대로 교정해둬야겠어.
It seems this team's in serious need of discipline. It was way more mellow. The sinners are on a collision course, stopped dead in their tracks. Oh, you know, being a part of the notoriously psycho rabbit team. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Oh, that's true. That's true. He does have something he can murder. A cold pair of red eyes cast their glare between the two.
첫 번째 규칙.
Rule number 1. Rule number 1 was you call me Commander Clock.
버스 안에서는 무기 부딪히는 소리가 들리지 아니한다.
Do not let me hear weapons clashing inside the
이
bus.
순간 이후로 이 규칙이
I believe his ego is pretty good. If any of you break this rule as of now,
너희는 내게 제발 죽여달라고.
you're going to be begging for me to let you die.
난 충분히 그럴 수 있는 사람이야. 알지?
I'm sure you know I'm capable of that and more. Sinclair's writhing on the floor was the only sound breaking the silence. Heathcliff glowered, but couldn't bring himself to argue back.
단테, 미안하게 됐습니다. 시계를 한 번만 더 돌려주시죠.
Yeah, I'm in charge. Dante fix Sinclair? Dante, I'm sorry about this. I need you to rewind one more time. I have to do that again? I'd rather die than have to bear that harrowing pain once more. I waggled my head in dejection. The faint hint of a smile on Virgilus' face vanishes as his expression shifts. Uh-oh.
내가 아직 사과와 부탁을 하고 있을 때 문을 여는 게 좋을 텐데, 관리자 단테.
You'd better open up you better open up while I'm still feeling generous enough to ask and offer apologies, Manager Dante.
아, 단지 아픔이 두려운 거라면, 그래서 고개를 젓는 거라면 기꺼이 도와드리겠습니다.
In case you're refusing simply because you don't want more pain, I can gladly help you with that.
그 정도의 고통에는 눈 하나 깜빡 안 하게 말이죠. 그럼 견딜 수 있지 않겠습니까?
This degree of pain will feel like nothing by the time I'm done. Surely you'll be a tougher person afterward, right?
내가 잘못 들은 건가? 관리자님이 분명 거부 의사를 내비쳤던 것 같은데.
Oh, well, Otis is dead. Goodbye, Otis. Did I hear correctly? I'm pretty sure our manager clearly declined your request. In the employee handbook, it says right here that we're not allowed, and then she's dead.
당신, 기어드는 박자가 잘못됐고.
You. This is not the time to step in. Leviathan reveals that glowing red eyes are very common og in the city. Oh, really?
입사할 때 나의 상관은 네가 아니라 관리자님이라고 분명히 들었다.
I was informed when I joined the company that the executive manager would be my superior, not you.
관리자께서 고개를 저었다면 의미는 충분히 전달되었다고 보는데.
I would say that the manager has made themselves clear with a shake of the head.
그래, 보좌관께서 나서시겠단 말인가?
I see. So their aide has decided to step in. Is that it?
그렇다면 보좌관께도 충분한 의미를 전달해
Then it's my turn to make clear what I mean. The red hue of his eyes grew deeper, much to my dread. Okay, the professional bootlicker is bootlicking, but I'm liking them regardless. At least someone's sticking up for Dante. Yeah, I know, right? I don't really know what I'm meant to do as the manager, or if I even deserve to take this role. But I felt that I should at least stop things here so we don't get into an even bigger mess. Reviving one should hurt less than reviving 12 at once. Otis, I'll rewind the clock. It's okay. Virgilus noted me, motioning her to stand down, and withdrew the red glow from his glare as if in mutual understanding.
잘 생각하셨군.
Good thinking.
관리자께서 그러시겠다면.
As you wish, manager. Otis seemed to want to add her input, but she promptly backed down and straightened herself out. The red door greeted me again, along with the twisting sensation. I've given up trying to describe the throes I go through. Look at that. We've already done it 3 times. We've already gotten dejected. Excellent. Perfect. We're getting there, boys. Words can't express it in full anyway. We got a raid! Manic Nux. Welcome! Welcome, Manic Nux. How you doing? Thanks so much for stopping by. With you and your community, you were doing the 7th guest. What is the 7th guest? I haven't heard about that. Welcome. I'm Renard Cross, your friendly Fey Fox guide to the Feywilds. Welcome. I have a quick shout out: YouTube, Twitter, Discord. If you want to see more Fey content, we're doing some Limbus Company. I keep wanting to say Library of Ruina. Meow. Excellent. I couldn't agree more. Like a retro adventure game. Those are always fun. Are we talking like Sierra adventure game where you had to rub everything on everything, or was it a little bit more generous than that?
고맙습니다.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Sinclair stood up with a pained moan and bowed to me before waddling back to his seat. We saved him. See, Sinclair has manners. See, look at that. It was the originator of the solve the soup cans trope. Oh. I see. My poor boy. Poor Sinclair. Don't worry, he's okay now. Hey, you got lunacy. Dance time. This is a combat. Excellent. After being asked a favor I couldn't turn down, I was forced to bear the series of pains worse than death for winding the clock. The bus fell quiet in a less than pleasant way, and I kept my mouth shut. Let's hope nothing else happens until we reach District 4. Oh, baby. Pet for... Oh, yes. We will pet Sinclair. Alright, no, I want you. You. And get one more. I could bring Otis. I need to use Sinclair. Which one is Sinclair? I really need their names. Sinclair. Blondie by Otis. Okay. This guy right here, right?
저를요?
Okay. Come on, Sinclair.
다 해볼게요.
I don't know what you're saying, but stop it. we're going on a fight. Wait, what is this? Can I only... Is this the maximum? Can I not bring more? Alright, to battle. Oh, I see. This lets me edit or lock in the team. Okay. It's how many skills you have. Skills for the sin you have. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Go to edit team. And ego cost. Oh, I see. Get down. Okay. Look at center you're not using. Oh, there it goes. Oh, baby. Look at all of these. I don't know whose is whose. Pick one. Oh yeah. Well, once we get out of this mission, then I'll go back and yours is the 30. Okay. Oh yeah, there are 230? Oh, there are 230s. All right, let me get the notepad out so I can keep track of who I'm doing. Notepad. Sticky note, please. Thank you. Who's it using? Just have to guess. Yeah. Mine is easy because I don't have DQ. Okay. All right. So when I click on something, I'm gonna ask whose is what. Hold on. I'm rolling the dice for this. Give me uno momento. There we go. How many are there? 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll me this. We got 4. All right. It doesn't tell you. Yeah, that was nice to know. Like, dang. I imagine later on we won't know whose is whose. It's like, uh-oh. All right, so 4 is this one. I don't know who's the level 29. Would the level 29 please come forward and claim their Hio? Okay, Hio is this yours. I'm gonna write your name down. Hio. So next time until we flush through the list, we won't pull you up again. Okay. Yo. Is that all I have to do? Do I just go back? Get back out, okay. To battle. Okay.
파우스트, 전투 시작합니다.
Man, that was a thing. All right, okay, cool. Cool beans.
저기 질문이 있네.
Pardon me. I have a question. Should bring in a 5th. Oh, okay. Don Code suddenly raised her hand. Shoot. Oh, look, he's actually asking.
첫 번째 규칙은 이해했다네.
Oh, is that how that works? Okay.
두 번째는 무엇인가?
Verily, I understood the first rule well. What is the second rule then?
아이 그걸 왜 굳이 나서서 물어보는
Oh,
거야?
are you? Really? Why are you so eager to learn that? Yeah, I'm gonna put it in. I'll put it in a minute. Virgilus gave a cold stare to Ryoshu, who had just lit her cigarette. She looked back at him with a peculiar face, like she's just like sitting there, like trying to light her cigarette, and she's like, does like the wide-eyed, like immediate stare, like what I do.
두 번째 규칙.
Rule number 2.
버스 바닥에 담배 꽁초 버리지 마.
Don't litter the bus with cigarettes. They leave burn marks. Really, he's probably the only thing keeping order in my bus right now, so. Huh. Bus falls silent again.
잠깐. 버스에 정적이 흐르면 안 되지. 엔진 소리는 어디 갔나?
Now wait a second. The bus shouldn't be this quiet. Where's the engine's roar?
캐론, 왜 속도를 안 내는 거지?
Charon, why aren't you speeding up? Your grade 9 fixer butts can't take on his colored butt. Yeah, pretty much.
메피가 배고파해.
Sinclair or Mersault, since I'm rather proud of their egos. Oh, okay. Not food. Mephi is no food. Mephi is hungry.
잘 됐군. 분위기를 좀 환기시키지.
Good. We could use something to lift the mood. Are we dropping by? Okay, all right, buddy. Did you not pay attention? The idea of vegetables casually plugging the fuel nozzle into the bus like an average driver felt alien. I need fan art of that. I need fan art of Virgilus just at a gas station, just like it's like a blood pump. He's just pumping it into the bus. For his name. Virgie. Virgilius. It makes me nervous saying that because it's very close to another word I'm trying not to say.
차가 움직이려면
Vegeta.
연료가 필요하지.
A car needs fuel to run.
캐론, 헤드라이트를 깜빡거려봐. 무대 조명처럼.
Sean, try flashing the headlights a bit, like stage lights.
댄스 타임이야.
It's dancey time. It's dance timey.
잠깐. 헤드라이트까지 켜면 습격받기 딱 좋은 상황이잖아요.
Wait, if we do that, we're effectively asking to be attacked.
그걸 노린 거군.
That appears to be the intent.
네?
Sorry? I could hear someone slam the bus outside. Oh, baby.
에이! 가진 거 다 놓고 내려. 30초 준다.
Number nuts hooligan. Number nuts. What the heck? Oi! Leave all your stuff behind and get off. You got 30 seconds. 10, 9. Wow, someone can't count. Numb nuts. Number nuts. District 4 backstreets.
20이 빠졌잖아.
I'm reading her off like Tiferet because she's short. Hey, you skipped 20 of them, sharp hooligan.
그럼 20초 동안은 기도나 하고 있어.
Well, say your prayers for the other 20. It's Billy Bob. Oh, hello.
왜 이렇게
It's the
주변에
Black
모자란
Dragon
사람들이 많은
ninjas.
건지.
Why am I surrounded by dullards left and right?
뭐라고 했냐?
Okay, there, Vegito. What'd you say?
비겁하게 습격을 하다니. 틀림없는 악인들이로군.
How cowardly of them to ambush us. They must be villains without a shadow of a doubt.
자, 다들 내려.
I have 2 brains and my IQ is still under 2. All right, everyone off.
그리고 말이야.
One more thing.
죽지 않을 만큼만 해줘.
We want them near death, not dead. Got it. You're telling a bunch of murder hobos to get people near. I don't know if that will work well. We will see. Being the person who understands what's on this bus. A very disturbing reason. I mean, yeah, we're feeding the bus. He hangry. The bus be hangry. All right, what do I got? Light blues. Oh, I got reds though. I got me some reds. He knows DQ is first. DQ. That's what I like about Limbus. Okay, just vibing. How you doing? I don't get to control them, right? Oh no, wait. I do. They're right there. Never mind. Want to read DQ stuff? That's not DQ. There's DQ. I can control the guest party. Okay. Be careful using her. You do not get to direct control in this mode. You get an evade, huh? Rip space. Oh boy. Yeah. We've been through the combat. That's light blue. Yeah. Okay. What are my Jesus? Lowest is 9. Highest is 21. Purple will do damage DQ unless you have 10 charge. Oh. Purple is the murder self skill. Rip space is the main problem. Okay. Don't use it unless you have 10 charge or she will take damage. Okay. She's going first, so yeah. No purple from her. All right, and then I want you to do this. Have the different IDs come with their kit. Oh, okay. Energy cycle, energy. Yeah, and this is a one-sided attack. Hell yeah, because there's only 3 of you. Charge call. Look at that charge go up. I don't think we near deaded these guys. Yeah, they're all right. Hey, it's next wave. Clunky stab. Sharp hooligan. Sharp hooligan. Number nuts hooligan. All right, how much charge do you have? Oh, there it is. You have 7 charge. Okay, so the number on the left is how many stacks of it you have. The number on the right is how many stacks it goes down. Okay. I can't use your ego yet. Okay, no one's glowing, so I can't use anyone's ego. What do I got here? You do not have 10 charge, so don't purple. So I can double blue, which that'll trigger a thing. Okay. Even as much as I would like to use purple. Recharge, retain charge forever. Alright, just slap somebody. These are both the same skill. Alright. And I don't care whichever one has the higher odds. So this one... Oh, cool. The arrow will be pointed more against the enemy. Determined. The same thing either way. Same thing either way. Okay.
해보겠습니다.
More Surly and Faust versions.
씹는 맛이 있는데?
Look who's staggered. Oh, look, Heathcliff got an extra turn. Look at that. I suffer in performance because of that. Oh, okay. All right, you're at 10, so it's purple time. Wait, this does more damage. 100. It's well, sorry. The coins do a bit more. It's all the skills you use to attack clash that does 80% of the work. Okay. When charged, count to gain +4 skill power. Oh, I see. That gives me more power. Yeah, we'll do that. Do rip space. Okay. Last round. No mercy. Rip space. Okay, and then use less odds, but I can chain that over here. Which that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. Energy cycle.
해보겠습니다.
다음은 어디요?
And explode. He's dead first swing. Don't need to worry about HP if the enemy explodes. All right, just scrape him off the floor and dump him into the bus. Please and thank you. Victory! I am still level 1. Dang! You went up to level 4. You went to level 4. You went to level 4. Oh, and everyone gets... Alright, so I've got like the EXP share on. Alright, gotcha. Except I don't get it for... Yeah. Have I become a so-called elite? Promote me, Manager Esquire! Oh my god, did you call me an Esquire? Okay, hold up. Back up. Boop. Friends? Friendo time. Boop, 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 boop. A boop. Excellent. Perfecto. All right. How much time we got? We'll go a little late. We'll do one more. That's me. Yeah. The options. There we go. The bus deck. Here we go. Band of thugs attacks us trying to make for the bus. For some reason, we leave them barely breathing instead of killing them outright. Placing them in front of Mephistopheles. Didn't we go? I swear we went over this. Or I might just be remembering things from the promos. I don't know. Okay. You know what I need to do? Oh, you know what I could do? I could have Taki do this, or Kitsiri do this. I need to set that up before next Tuesday. That's what I need to do. All right, we're locked in, right? Who do we have for you? No, don't do that. Is there any... Oh, I have to lock it in. There we go. Oh my god. All right. Who is Ting Tang Game? What? my oh my. The 15 or the 10. They really need to let me know which one of my friends. You haven't leveled them? Okay. Level 21 is 20 of mine. Okay. So level 20. Wait, which one? There's two of them. 14 is yours? Okay. 14 or the 10. The 15 or the 10. Cadence is the 13. You're the level 20. Okay, the team tank. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. All right, so Hio, I used your DQ last time. So that's Reggie, Ifany, Komodo, Cadence. That's 4. Does anyone else have anything up here? Yeppers? Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to be as fair as I can. Alright. So roll a D4. Boop. I got a 2. Oh, no, stop. Damn it. Neato. Alright. 2 is the level 13. Who's the level 13? Ayo, okay. That's me. Oh, you checked yours. Alright. So I'm gonna do level 13, put you on the list. You're on the list. Alright, Caden. There we go. The base ID one, okay. We're selected. You are support. Here we go.
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
Touch occur when 2 attacks of skill the same power target each other. Oh, I wonder if it didn't refresh or something like that. My God, look at him, just getting crunched up there. By the power of a Hawaiian shirt, I'll support you to the utmost. I sent the request. So, yeah. Yeah. It may have taken a minute because I know it has to, like, I had to refresh a few times to get everybody to show up. I shouldn't, you know, I don't think I accept. I think I just send the request, unless they sent the request to me. With a guttural noise, the side of the bus lurches and splits open. You'd have like your Shiku wreck everything for him. That's true. A number of human shapes littered the ground before its maw. Some were still conscious, while others weren't exactly in one piece. I'm gonna set up the bot to do it. I'm gonna set the Kit Siri to actually choose for me. So that way, instead of pasting it off of like the ID card, it'll base off the user, and then you can tell me which character you want me to use. That way it's not the other way around, where I'm just like, I'll just pick random who knows who. A number of human shapes littered the ground before its maw. Some were still conscious while others weren't exactly in one piece. I have to remember which one is mine. Alright, well that's on you. I can't do that for you. Then the bus began devouring those served to it in the most literal sense, gluttonously, voraciously, delicious. Delicious dudes. You're just like, oh man. Or you should watch this with a satisfied expression. We just gave the bus all the Snickers. Seemingly determined to savor every moment. How about winner chooses, but only people who have a character can enter? That's true. I just assumed everyone has a character. Because I'll swap my dudes out if you want me to use one of your characters that I've selected. While in the corner of my eye, Sinclair was... Do you like this sound? I hope you guys love this sound effect. It's great. Don't you love it? Just the crunching sound effect. Forget who they put in. Okay. The corner of my eye, Sinclair was clearly distressed. Having a problem? Are you okay there? They all look like they're out of their minds. Don't you think so too? Just normal city TM stuff. Yeah, you know. That sounds dangerously a lot of work for me. Don't worry, I'll hash it out. I'll hash it out. I can do some stuff with Kitsiri. Kitsiri is very powerful. His reaction got me curious to know their stories. Just to make sure, none of you were forced to join, right? Though what I was involved in before my head's changed is a mystery, I myself was practically forced to join by the company, judging from what I know at the moment. And maybe they aren't so different from me, or so I thought, when... Sinclair's head drooped in response, like I struck a nerve.
그래요. 맞아요.
It's a whiny little
이건
twink.
제
Second
선택이죠.
impression. He's the only sane one here.
점점 익숙해질 거야.
That's right. It was by my choice. I'll get used to all this, right? He muttered as if he were talking to someone other than me.
입사하지 않았어도 했을
Here's what I would have done, even if the company recruited me not. Look yon horde of evil approaches. Man. I just want to high-five the door. Like someone reaches out, revive me, and I just give them a high five, and that's all I do. They're like, are you serious? The 8 o'clock circus. Now I'm doing my rules card. Oh my god, look at him. He's vibing. Look at this guy. Alright.
도움이 필요하세요? 단테님?
This dude. Hawaiian shirt for days. Lasers and moons swing by. Ha! I'm safe here. The clown can't get me. He's dead. He's dead. He's died. This is after lore. He's dead. Ooh. That is a heckin' lot of... Oh my god, look at all that. Heads. How many times you flip? You get a plus 120%. It's plus 33%. Alright, that's fine. What am I doing here? I could do 2 reds, I could do 2 blues. I might have you do purple. Because you're gonna win that no matter what. Shank! Okay, we'll shank. This is the same either way. You have better odds with green than you do red, but I didn't need 2 red. Do 2 red. His orange has the power of more murder. Orange! Then I just have a one-sided attack. Oh, that's cool. Spend 3 charge to inflict... Alright, cool. Gain charge then. Purple with the gain charge, because I don't have to worry about a clash on this one. Excellent. Those coin flips! Dude, just... Oh my god, we just detonated the whole thing. Hey guys, how's it going? My clock isn't a magic cure-all for your problems. Don't something or another. Oh, cool. I have dialogue. Ting Tang Purple is bleed them, orange is murder them a lot, and green is murder them and maybe another guy. Oh, that's cool. Wait, what's the skill? Oh, is that giving me a preview of what they could be doing later? I don't remember the 3rd bar. Where did that come from? That's the skill oh, that's what you're gonna draw next. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Draw next. Gotcha. Excellente. Alright, I guess, you know, man, which one of these? Oh, it's a one-sided attack. Neat. Got a clash. Green is gonna be slightly better. Spend an ammo, which you have 11 shots left. So that spends 2 ammo, and this spends 3 ammo for bleed for days. This is the last round, so we'll just do that. And then, man, which one of these should I do? Heathcliff is going to run out of ammo by, like, turn 4. Just accept it. Oh, okay. Boys! I like how the keyword, like, covers the determination. My determination, and then purple. Yeah, and then go to town.
신속히 처리하죠.
해냈어요. 너무 쉽군요. 흉터의 결과.
No, Hong Lu is a rich himbo, yeah.
어라, 언제 다 해치웠담?
Oh my, we're done with them already. Something. My manager level increased. I have become level 2 manager. My enkephalin capacity has gone up. I wonder if they're using me to just extract enkephalin. That's the best part about him. Ting Tang Honglu is rich himbo gang boss who thinks nothing of murdering people out of boredom. Perfect. As you do. As you do. Okay. Excellent. Dang, we got some progress to go here. All right. What is EX? Is there like bonus objectives that I have to clear? Will it tell me what those are when those become relevant? Oh my god, look at that. I'm at 110 out of 63. What? EX. Oh, EX is for fights. Gotcha. Oh, because yeah, some of these are story based. Okay, so EX. So there's 11 fights in this chapter. Okay. They are all finished the fight in 10 turns or less. Okay. Or for the dungeon, finish the dungeon at all. Oh. It's tier 3 upty. As I'm asking why someone attacked his gang when they gave a reason. He complains it's boring and decides to just kill literally the entire opposing gang. As you do. Could change in the future chapters. Okay. Convert some EX to the circle ones. And you get plenty of EX. Oh. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, we're running up on time, unfortunately. Unfortunately. So I'm gonna avoid the story for now, and we'll only cover it on stream. In Keflin? Yeah. Wonder if I'm actually an abnormality and they're just like, they wiped out my mind so that I didn't know I was an abnormality, and then they just used me to farm in Keflin. Okay, gotcha. So, probably Tuesday and Wednesday will be this for now until I catch up or run out of content. You never left the containment cell, Dante. This is just in his mind that we found more efficient ways to do research on Dante. Oh, God. I can't wait till I come in with the train from hell. That'll be fun. Yeah, because it's so D, J, K. If we're going in a... Okay, never mind. I was like, oh, so look, there's A, B, and C. So we're going in, and then I realized, oh, wait a minute, we've missed E, F, G, H, I. We just went right to J, and then we're going to K. We're gonna be bouncing all over the place. I can't wait till we go to Sector Z, wherever the heck that is. I'll run down on my character. Probably best to give me the deets when I actually use the character. A is at the center, then it's probably yeah. It's like the Fibonacci spiral. I think that's what it's called, or the golden spiral. I forget what the spiral's called, but it's a thing in math that you see where you go in this clockward. Also, if you'll notice, it's clockwise, like my face. Orange is meme attack. Purple is solid. Red is if you must. Okay, red is if I have nothing else better to do. Gotcha. Okay. So, for those interested in seeing me do more Limbus, Limbus will be coming out on YouTube. It'll be on some point, once we get done with the Library of Ruina, which is 2 episodes left. As for Shikyu, that's basically the strat. Oh, okay. Then, I'll be streaming more of this on Tuesdays and Wednesdays for the foreseeable future. Next Friday should be Kenshi. We're starting up Kenshi. Tomorrow is Tales of Apocrypha at 11 p.m. Central Time. If you want to keep up with my go live date times, I have a Twitter and a Discord. Discord is probably going to be more accurate than Twitter if you want straight up, like the minute I go live. Twitter can sometimes not let you know unless you're following my tweets, which I tweet some tasty stuff up there. I tweet and retweet tasty things if you want to be notified of my tweeters. But until then, tasty, nice and tasty. Tasty.
오늘따라 별이 박소. 관리자 나리께서도 별이 보여?
Not for kids, folks. There's the 18 plus emoji in my title for a reason. What do you want from me now? Oh. Neato. Excellent. Beat 20 enemies. I don't think I'm doing this in the next day since I'm not doing this. I don't have any. I guess I could grind older. Oh, well, I'm definitely not doing this without progressing the story. So, you know. Clear any stage 20 times. 20 enemies, mirror dungeons, daily logins. I can do that. Abnos are dungeons. Okay, that's what I figured. 1,000 enemies. Hoochie baby. Well, they do give me 2.5 months to do that. Oakley Medokely. Let me switch on over here. Well, I hope you all had a phantasmical evening, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend if I don't see you tomorrow. If you're looking for some D&D action, I'll be going live tomorrow, 11 p.m. Central Time, doing some D&Ders for late night D&Ders. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by the way. Thank you to everybody who came on by. Thank you to all the lurkers. Thank you for the raid. I appreciate the raid. We did. Thank you for streaming. Well, thank you. You guys make it worth it. Yeah. Have a good night. Will do. I've almost done both seasonal missions. Oh, dang. But until then, take it easy and stay safe out there in those Fey wilds.